what we need to do. If this continues and we still be on TV, our nights, we need a ESPN Tri-Cities backdrop to put right behind us and keep people out of here. You know?
Yeah, they had a nice one at
Farragut. Yeah.
Farragut last week.
What's that?
We need a ESPN Tri-Cities backdrop behind us.
Stand and speak, or what do they call it?
Yep.
That way we can kind of have kind of like a closed door. You know what I mean? Even if it was just a live one. And a very pleasant Good Friday evening, Indian fans. Welcome high atop J. Fred Johnson Stadium, where it's football time at Dobyns-Bennett one more time. Tonight's contest, the Morristown West Trojans are here in town, and they bring a 2-4 overall record, 1-2 in Big East Conference play, to challenge your third-ranked Indians. The Tribe's 7-0 on the season, 4-0 in league play, and tonight a win by Dobyns-Bennett gives the Tribe at least a share of yet another conference championship. They would be Big East Conference champions, at least a share of that, with more to come potentially later on in the season. Lots to get to here on the Coach Joey Christian pregame report. We'll have a look at both of these two teams, their seasons thus far. We'll have some inside information about both clubs, the coaches' background, the series records, and of course the starting lineups as well. And we'll start it off here in just a few minutes as well with a head conversation with your head coach, Joey Christian. We'll do all that next in 2 minutes as a head coach Joey Christian pregame report continues right here on the live stream from Dobyns-Bennett High School and your voice of the Indians, ESPN Tri-Cities.
That's awesome.
And welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium Steve Wilmuth here alongside my good friend, Mr. Tiger Brooks. Todd Freeman in the background there. Appreciate Todd getting everything hooked up and going for us here this evening. Should be a great night here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. A little crisp air out there tonight on this great October week that we've had here in the Kingsport area tonight. Nothing better to cap it off with than a little Dobyns-Bennett Indian football.
Amen. I mean, it's definitely fall weather. It's definitely football weather out here tonight. We've got, I mean, it feels great. It feels like it ought to feel. You know, we get to this point in mid-October. You know, this is the weather that we need.
You know, week 7 it's bad about fall football around here, guys. We go from 90-degree weather to this, but I tell you what, it's the way it's supposed to be.
Morristown West comes in, as we mentioned, 2-4 overall. They had their first 2 weeks of the season canceled by COVID-19. They were able to reschedule one of those games. They're 1-2 in league play, winning over Jefferson County early in the year, 14-7. Lost to Farragut, 45-14. Lost last week to Science Hill, 28-14. So after starting 2-0, the Trojans have lost 4 straight. And Dobyns-Bennett, meanwhile, at 7-0, 4-0 in the Big East Conference, winning last week in Farragut, 56-35. Big win for the Indians. A chance now, guys, to lock down what would be at least a share of a 50th conference championship for this program in its 100 years of existence. That's a half a century's worth of championships in a century.
It is amazing when you think about that accomplishment. I think we discovered that early on when we started looking at the numbers early in the season, that was a thing that could be in our grasp, and certainly it is. 50 out of 100, when you consider, you know, all that has happened in that 100 years, it's a pretty amazing accomplishment. That it's with the 803 wins is something that you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, I mean, and it's been pretty dominant conference championship type team, and you know, it's, I guess, unofficially considered a Big East again. And if you talk, of course, you call them region championships now, as Coach alluded to. But when we've dominated the Big East, guys, I mean, the teams have changed a little bit, but we're in the 6A type of conference. It's been pretty special.
And the league may be changing again next year. Morristown West enrollment numbers they submitted last week look to be lower than Class 6A. Meanwhile, their brethren there in Morristown in Hamlin County, the Morristown East Hurricanes, their enrollment has gone up. So we may very well have a switch between East and West starting next year, but that's a little bit down the road. For now, the Trojans definitely part of the Big East Conference, and they've got playoffs on their mind as well at 1-2. They sit 5th in the conference. Of course, the region will send 4 teams to the playoffs. Dobyns-Bennett at 4-0, followed by Science Hill 3-1, Farragut and Bearden at 2-1, and Morristown West, they're lurking at 1-2. And of course, they play Dobyns-Bennett this week, and the Trojans host Bearden the following week. So a chance to creep into that 4th position, if not higher, for these Trojans.
Yeah, and you look at the disparity between the top and the bottom of the conference, and having seen Jefferson County, Hardin Valley, you know, there's no way of sugarcoating it. They're just not very good teams this year. And, you know, Morristown West has a real shot of getting up there and getting that 4th spot. You know, depending on how things go with Bearden, I really don't see it happening based on what I saw against Bearden. But my mind could change tonight when I see what they put on the field against the Indians.
Yeah, Morristown West officially is known as Morristown Hamlin High School West. Opened in September of 1968, serving students in Hamlin County east of Cumberland Avenue. That's not east of Cumberland Avenue in Knoxville. That's west of Cumberland Avenue in Morristown, on which the school is located. And of course, they made 23 state playoff appearances, a record of 30-23. Their best ever playoff run came back in 2003, where they lost the Class 4A state title game to Hillsborough, 21-0. Coach Alvin Sanders, in his 3rd year with the Trojans, has got a record of 9-27. It's been tough sledding since head coach Lamar Brown went to Knox West those 4 years ago. And Sanders actually came over to Morristown West in 2008 and served under Sanders all those years. And during those times with Brown, the Trojans were 56-24, won 3 region titles, advanced to 3 state quarterfinal appearances, had 7 playoffs in those 8 seasons. Sanders is a graduate of Washington County High School in Sandersville, Georgia, where he coached quarterbacks for 1 year before coming to Morristown West. He's a former Carson Newman Eagle. He was a receiver there. He had 1,492 career receiving yards and holds the school record for the longest reception, a 98-yard catch against Western Oregon in 2002. He spent 2 years as a graduate assistant working with wide receivers with the Eagles before he went to the prep ranks. He's been at Morristown West now since 2008. Good football coach, solid guy. I really enjoyed talking to him. The record at 9-27, not what you want at Morristown West. They're certainly accustomed to being better than that. But in talking to him this week, kind of likes the direction they're heading. And certainly last week against Science Hill, lost by 2 touchdowns. Better than what most people expected. He saw some improvement. And so he's happy with the direction his Trojans are going, as we'll see through the starting lineup. It's not an old team either. It's kind of young.
Yeah, and if you're known by the company you keep, he's a well-known guy.
Yeah.
He has been around some really, really good coaches and really, really good people. And if I think he's got a good pedigree coming in. He knows the right things to do. Whether or not he's going to be able to get that to translate onto the football field for these Trojans, it's going to be interesting.
Well, and you talked about it, Steve. It's a young football team that we'll get into, but we're 7 games into this season, and the young is kind of going away, and you're playing a football team tonight that saw some improvement last week, and at this point in the season, they're playing for possibly a 4 seed and coming into the number 3 state team in the state. You're talking about a team that's probably playing with nothing to lose.
This series is very young as well. Just 10 meetings, excuse me, between the two schools. That dates back to 1975. Dobyns-Bennett holds an 8-1 advantage. The only Trojan victory came on November 9th, 1990. That's almost 30 years ago in the first round of the playoffs in Kingsport, 18-15.
Remember it well.
Yes, I believe they had a pretty good running back that night, didn't they?
Yeah, he was a little man.
Little man, Stewart. The Tribe has won the last 3, including last year's 42-0 victory in Morristown that saw the Indians hold the Trojans to just 14 yards rushing and held the quarterback, Dylan Cribley, to just 8 of 14 passing for 42 yards. Dobyns-Bennett linebacker Jed Harris had probably his finest game as an Indian in the game last year. 8 tackles for loss. 8 tackles for loss and 3 quarterback sacks. Meanwhile, Tribe quarterback Zane Whitson threw for 4 touchdowns, ran for another, and Tyler Tesner and Philip Armitage combined for 147 yards and both scored touchdowns in the game as well. Dobyns-Bennett, 2020 is the 100th year of Dobyns-Bennett Indian football. This is the 1,084th game in Dobyns-Bennett football history. The Tribe owns a 803, 252, and 28 record, and they keep creeping up that all-time list. The Tribe now tied with Brockton, Massachusetts as the 26th winningest team in the nation, one of only 30 programs with 800 wins to its credit. And Brockton, by the way, is not playing this fall. So the Indians win tonight, we're going to be in the top 25 all time, with Shelby, North Carolina, firmly in our sights at 809 wins. So Dobyns-Bennett's Big East title, as I mentioned, was the 49th in school history last year, going for number 50 tonight here against Morristown West. Of course, that wouldn't lock up the top seed in the region. It is a share of the conference title. Certainly more to be decided when you're talking about playoff seedings in the last 3 weeks of the season. Tonight, Farragut is at Bearden, and Jefferson County is at Hardin Valley. Johnson City has the night off as they get ready for a certain contest next Friday night. All right, we'll take a 2-minute break here on the head coach Joey Christian pregame report. On the other side, we're going to hear from your head coach. Todd Freeman had a chance to catch up with Coach Christian down on the field a few minutes ago. We'll hear from him when we return right here on the Joey Christian pregame report. This is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream and your voice of the Indians, ESPN Tri-Cities.
Dirt bike four-wheeler. Come the street up here. Come the street up here. And I might just look silly. And I'm trying to grind up on a million. And I might kill it if I feel it. Kill it, she get it. Man, got this hit. Take it every good. Take it every mix. Bring it back 16 curves on them. Back to BB, pocket like your phone. Pocket, you ain't know exactly how it go. Screw you. No, but you can't do it like this. Put a low down on both my ribs. Me and Joe Blow gon' skin me up. After some nigga get mine like this. Street money, people got 100 in the city. I ain't no gay, I'm a Judy man. I ain't coming in, I'ma lean like this. I ain't getting hard like Shotty, you lean. Call you rap on my trouble like yo. Came in like this, turning up on you. After I smash a little, get album. Fuck from the front and I'm turning the back. Ass all the scribbles, I stay with they care. I'm in the dipper, I'm moving them bad. Play with that money, we put on a man. No limit, we bust it. Like a trap when I'm out in the building. That mean I got something expensive. Know my friends, they killer. All these gon' kill it. Came from no dealer. Dirt bike four-wheeler. Come to the street up here. Come to the street up here. I walk in doing you feel it. Look like me. Look like I'm body. Stop playing with Jamie. Bottle was I ride with rapping. Niggas ain't vibing. Girls ain't vibing. We vibing. You the real jacket. Get out my face. Got it, I got it. You wanna do dog style. I got my baby, I got my child. She be talking to me, they confound. I pay no my just make a pound. None of this shit nigga up to spot make a clown. They know at the after hours. Fuck on 2, yeah, you can't make the ground. Don't let her leave you at the place, no free. She gon' fall down.
Coach Christian, I tell you what, it's another great night here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium.
Special place, man. Just it'd be great to always get in here, hear the band, and cheerleaders, spirit shakers, cheerleaders on the road, see spirit shakers on the road, see the band, listen to the band on the road. So it'll be a special night.
Coach, you got Morristown West, another region game coming in here. Some people might look at the record, but you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. I mean, listen, I look at them on film. I think they're a very quality football team. I think Coach Sanders has done a great job. He's got more kids out. We've got a lot of returning starters that we faced last year, and they're a 6A football team. We're not playing 4A. We're not playing a lower division. Every team we face has got good athletes and good linemen, and you got to be prepared. You got to show up and be ready to play every Friday night.
So what does Morristown bring to you offensively wise and make some challenges for you?
Well, it's Hunter Delaney. I mean, it's just simple right there. It kind of starts and stops with him. Just a very good tailback. I think their offensive line does a good job of creating seams for him. He does a very good job of moving the sticks. You look at it; they've been able to run the ball against every team that they've faced. Everyone that I've seen on film, anyway. They're able to get yardage and move the sticks and keep the ball from you. And we got to obviously the key to the game tonight is we got to be able to stop the run. We got to get them in some obvious passing downs and see if they can move the chains with them in obvious passing downs.
Coach, defensively wise, what do they kind of look like?
It's our first odd front team we've played this year. We've seen odd front against a few teams, but tonight will be this week. It's the first week, and we've slowly worked on odd front. So tonight we'll see if we can execute that. It changes up your blocking schemes on about every play, really, of some sort or another. So our offensive line's got to do a very good job of working our double teams a little different and to different guys. And like I said, guys that we haven't done it to this year. So it'll be that's a challenge for us. So we got to see how we do on that.
Coach, a lot of challenges for your team this week. It's always fall break. This week you come off of a big, huge win against Farragut. What kind of challenges have you had this week?
Well, I know probably some of our players look ahead to whoever we're playing next week, and I'm not sure who that is, but all I know is it's important who we play this week and tonight. So I can promise you that nobody on this coaching staff is looking ahead. We're looking right here solely 7:30 tonight in J. Fred.
Well, Coach, I know you all don't talk about this or anything else, but also if not tonight, a win tonight gives you at least a guaranteed share of the Big East Region 1 championship.
Yeah, Well, that's goal one for the team. When we come out, you know, we establish our goals. We want to be region champs. We want to, I guess it used to be called conference champs, you know, but we want to be region champs, and that would be good. That would be good to have a piece of that. But if we don't do that, then we, you know, if we don't come out and win tonight, then you know, we probably don't get that goal, period. So very important for us tonight. Very important for us tonight to come out and take care of what we need to take care of, and make sure that we don't leave it for later on down the road somewhere.
You talk about your football team, Coach. What, besides the obvious, what's the one thing that you got to do tonight to be successful?
Well, like I said, we got to stop them from running, get them in some obvious passing downs. You know, I think they do a good job of jamming up a run, have done a good job of jamming up a run against most teams that they've played. You're in that 3-4 front. It's easy to get 7 people there, 7 hats. It's easy to box, you know. We're only going to have 5 linemen and a tight end H-back, so that's only 6 blockers we got. So they can outnumber us real quick in the running game. So we got to, obviously, we got to be able to run the ball. We got to be able to stop them from running the ball. Thought we made some strides in the kicking game last week, and we got to continue to do that. They're a very good special team wise. You can tell they're very well coached. They've had big returns against everybody they've played against this year. So kicking game and run game, you know, started right there.
Coach, something we've been pretty fortunate about, and that's the Red Cross report, but kind of got a little few on it from last week.
Yeah, we're going to, you know, we won't have Trent Cody tonight. You know, that hurts. Obviously, Trent, you know, started out the year, had an interception in each of our first 3 games. Miss him a lot. I think we missed him a lot last week when he went out against Farragut there in the second quarter. But we'll be without him, so we'll see if we get better there. Got a few other guys that's, you know, banged up or whatever, but I don't think anybody that hadn't already been, you know, like you said, we lost Patrick Mitchell for the year earlier. So some key guys like that, a little thin in the secondary back there. So we certainly got to stay healthy there from now on.
Coach, last week y'all got off to a big, fast, quick start. Let's hope to do it again this week.
Well, you know, it's the 4 things we say every week that we want to do. You know, we want to start fast, and we want to be the most physical team that's plays on the field this Friday, and we want to win the kicking game and have no stupid penalties. So if we do those 4 things, I like our chances. I like what we'll be able to do, but we'll have to do it against a 6A football team. We're a very good 6A football team that does a lot of things well and well coached.
Well, Coach, good luck to you and your team, and we'll see you at halftime.
All right, we'll see you then. We'll try.
Coach Joey Christian with Todd Freeman a few minutes ago down on the field, and touched on a lot of things that we'll expand upon through our starting lineups. But one thing in particular is that 3-man odd front.
Thank you for watching
Morristown West and the great running back Hunter Delaney. So those are concerns on both sides of the ball, Tiger, that we'll dive into here in just a few minutes.
Oh, no doubt. You know, there's the Hunter Delaney issue on their offense against our defense, and then you got the odd front for their defense against our offense. And it's going to be interesting because it is an adjustment to make those calls by the offensive line and all that. But we'll see what happens when they kick this thing off.
All right, we'll talk about the starting lineup for Morristown West. We'll introduce you to Coach Sanders' Trojans. On the other side of this timeout, this is the head coach Joey Christian pregame reports. This is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football on the Dobyns-Bennett High School live stream and your voice of the Indians, ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Senior number 3, Isaac Radcliffe, and senior number 10, Trent Cody. Offensive starters for the Indians, powered by the
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Left guard, senior number 70, Aiden Neal. Right tackle, senior number 57, Caden McNabb.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Senior number 35, Nate Whitley. At slot, senior number 23, Alex Kitchmiller. Wide receivers are junior number 22.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Tyler Tessner. And a quarterback, senior number 1, Bang Shane Whitson. Dobyns-Bennett Indians.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett Football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Defensive coordinator and linebackers coach B.I. Salyer. Associate head coach and defensive end coach Nick Colibro.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett Football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Joseph Hodge, Jake Mullins, Teddy Gaines, Justin Gaines, and Devon Swapper. Additional coaching staff, Ryan Wagner.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett Football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Kevin Tribbett and athletic trainer Brianna Branson. Assistant Athletic Director and Sports Information Director Jimmy Burleson.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett Football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Frankie DeBus and Principal Dr. Chris Hampton.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Steve Wilmoth, Tiger Brooks, Todd Freeman alongside as we continue to get closer to that 7:30 p.m. kickoff here at the stadium. Let's look now at the starting lineups for the Morristown West Trojans. We'll start up front. Left tackle Cameron Fain, 6'3", 260, a junior. Left guard is Tyler Need, 6'2", 245, a junior. The center is Jonathan Glover, 6'2", 260, a senior. Right guard is Jaden Picardi, 6'1", 255, a senior. And right tackle is Halden Stanley at 5'11", 265, and a sophomore. The best of the bunch, according to Coach Tristan Tiger, and you would figure since he's playing left tackle, is Cameron Fain, 6'3", 260. He's got good length. Collegiate scouts already like him. Coach Christian believes that he will get his college paid for, that they could put a little bit more weight on him. And he's got the kind of skill, the size, the length, just kind of the perfect offensive lineman that colleges are looking for.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good size line right there. I mean, when you look at across the board, 260, 245, 260, 255, 265, you know, you've got some meat on the hoof, which is something to contend with. We you know, last week we played the smallest line that we have faced, and we have faced some that have been larger. But this is a good size line, and that Fain kid as a junior being that size, that just really lights up a lot of college coaches, and they're going to keep an eye on him. And, you know, as long as he's got the length, he's got good arm length, you know, if he moves his feet as well as his size measurables pan out, then kid could be going some places.
Using my binoculars there to check out some things going on in pregame. Sometimes you get these starting lineups and there's folks walking around on crutches that aren't out there warming up, and you're wondering who they are. And they've had about 3 quarterbacks out there warming up too. So I was looking for our starter there, Dylan Cribley, 5'9", 151, a senior. He is out there. Cribley on the year has completed 56 of 130 passes for 782 yards, 5 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He was just 5 out of 19 last week against Science Hill for 109 yards, had 1 touchdown pass and had 2 passes picked off. He doesn't appear to be a real threat to run the football either. Tiger has minus 39 yards on the year coming in, but he is a 2-year starter. We saw him last year. Not a big kid, but certainly Coach Sanders likes the way he runs the offense.
Yeah, and it is unfortunate when you have more interceptions than you have touchdown passes, and that doesn't bode well for him. But you know, he's a kid that has experience. They're comfortable with him in the offense, and it's going to be interesting to see what he can do tonight against this defensive front from Dobyns-Bennett, because he is going to be accosted many times tonight, and we'll see just how good that line can hold up and how he is under pressure, especially when he's not able to kind of pick his spot and stand there and find a receiver. He's going to be moving pretty much all night.
The running back, as we mentioned, is Hunter Delaney, 6'2", 175, a junior. Delaney on the year with 906 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns, averages 6 yards a carry. I mean, he's had 157 attempts. Nobody else has more than 20. So if they're going to run it, Delaney's going to get it.
Yeah, you heard Coach Christian talking about that. I mean, their offense begins and ends with Mr. Delaney, and they just have a lot of confidence in there. And he's got just looking at him down here, he passes the eye test with flying colors. He's just a big kid, got good size, and they like to get the ball in his hands. And he just hasn't had a lot of success against some of the competition they've played thus far this year.
Yeah, but I tell you what, with Delaney, guys, he's a player that if you let get loose and get happy early, it could be a tough night trying to stop him.
Indians has faced some good running backs already this year. Kendall Jackson from Oak Ridge, much heralded Division I offers, had 53 yards against the Indians. Howard from Jefferson County was the league's leading rusher. He went backwards against the Indians for -2 yards. Mekhi Williams at Bearden, a good running back as well, had only 6 yards. Now you put those three guys together in all the other games, and they've got almost 1,900 yards on the ground. So Indians have had some success zeroing in and really limiting the outstanding running backs that they've seen this season.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's very difficult if your offense is zeroed in on one running back and you don't have any kind of a throw game. Dobyns-Bennett has a way of taking that away from you. You know, if you're no threat to throw the ball over the top and you're depending on a running back, which very well could possibly be the situation tonight with these Morristown West Trojans, it's going to be tough sledding. You know, we're going to find out real quick what Hunter Delaney's made out of. But Todd's correct. I mean, you know, if he's got success early and he kind of gets the juices flowing, you know, he is somebody that can make you pay if you don't mind your P's and Q's and you don't maintain proper discipline with your eyes and everything else. So it's going to be incumbent upon Dobyns-Bennett to come out and start fast like they did last week against Farragut.
And you know how much that coach appreciates their running game, guys. We're beat up a little bit in the secondary. You heard Coach Christian talk about that in his interview. And he wants to make sure we get them in passing down. So that kind of tells you, just even with how we are right now, how important the run game is to Morristown.
In the throw game for the Trojans, wide receiver Johnny Fine. Yes, that's his name, Jonny Fine, 5'10", 135, a senior, the leading receiver for the Trojans, 24 catches, 440 yards, 4 touchdowns. Will also go to Tyson Johnson, 5'10", 150, a sophomore, 10 grabs for 92 yards. As well as Hunter Hicks, 5'6", 145, and a senior. Tight end Zachary Barnett. They use their tight ends more as H-backs than they do pure tight ends, Tiger. And also, if they bring in a fullback, they'll go with Nick Hildebrand at 5'10", 200, and a senior. Morristown West scored 14 points last week against Science Hill, had 250 yards total offense. Did the Trojans against the Toppers. Defensively, we mentioned the odd front, the 3-4 look, a true 3-4 look. And if you're going to run a 3-4, Tiger, you got to have a nose tackle. A nose tackle that takes up a lot of space and does a lot of work in the middle, because that's where you're giving a little bit of ground.
Right.
And the nose tackle for the Trojans is Dylan Wilden, 5'11", 250, a senior. His backup is Elijah Levacy. He's 5'11", 380. That's a 3-4 defensive nose tackle right there.
No doubt about it. And we have seen, I'm looking at him right down there. He is, he's actually playing, he's on the extra point team.
Yeah.
Naturally. I mean, that kid, he's as wide as he is tall. And but that's the kind of, in a 3-4, you're absolutely right. You want a mountain right there that's not going to be knocked off the line.
Yeah.
And they have some confidence in their two young men that play that position for them.
I assure you'll see all 380 pounds on short yardage defense by all means.
Defensive ends are Russell Jones, 6'2", 200, a senior, and Justin Delbeck, 6'1", 190, a senior. The 4 linebackers, Carson Olade, 6 feet, 165, a senior, and Connor Shelton, 5'10", 171, a senior on the outside. The inside backers are name guys. Giovanni Gonzalez, 5'9", 195, a senior, and Jojo Medino, 5'11", 175. Medino is the leading tackler on the team for the Trojans with 46 tackles. Olade has 36, Shelton 35, Gonzalez 31. And so at 3-4, Tiger, you know, this big Indian offensive line, it's 3 different lines that they have seen in the last 3 weeks. They went huge one day. Last week they went more athletic with the defensive line they faced at Farragut. Now it's a odd front. It changes things up. You've got two offensive linemen that have to get out in space and find the guy they're supposed to put a hat on, and that's an equally difficult challenge.
Having been there and done that, absolutely it is. You know, it's easier to hit that guy that's right across from your face mask than it is trying to run down a guy that's a whole lot smaller and a whole lot faster than you are. But that's another thing about the 3-4 is that you've got to have that nose tackle, and then you have to have a lot of trust in your linebacking core. And they've got some good guys back there, and definitely they win the name game. You know, Gonzalez and Medino, you got some guys there that can play if they play half as well as their names are. You know, the offensive line for Dobyns-Bennett has not had a lot of problems blocking for their guys this year, regardless of what the defensive fronts give them. But it will be interesting because you have to make that adjustment. You have to be able to get out of your stance and get your feet moving downfield in order to put a hat on a hat the way that you're going to have to do it against this 3-4.
Yeah, and I think in the passing game, Tiger, in the 3-4 as well, too, is that you're going to have more guys standing up, putting pressure, blitzing, and maybe more opportunities come from different places. And I think that's maybe where you'll see some adjustments and some getting used to in a true 3-4 for this Dobyns-Bennett front.
The defensive backs, Tyson Johnson, the corner, 5'10", 150, a sophomore. Kilo Romero, 5'10", 155, a junior. The safety is Luke Vandale. He's the second leading tackler on the team with 38, along with the other safety, James Ross, 5'11", 151. He's the third leading tackler, along with Oladay with 36 tackles. So the defensive backfield's made a lot of tackles for Morristown West. And those defensive backs, it's kind of a bend but don't break philosophy. They did everything possible to keep Science Hill in front of them last week. Science Hill had 499 total yards last week against these Trojans, but only 28 points. So they gave up a lot of yards between the 20s. Science Hill had 31 first downs, but only 28 points on the board. So I guess you may be not as physical, you may be not as quick, so you're going to play that kind of defense, and it kept them in the game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the points are what's count. You know, you don't if they out yardage you, but they don't outpoint you. You know, you win the game. You know, it's going to be a test for this Morristown West defensive backfield, because over the past few games we have seen Dobyns-Bennett really expand kind of the circle, if you will. Obviously, we've been able to run most all year, but slowly but surely, game by game, the pass game has gotten better and better. Marshall has really come to the fore. You know, he is a kid that has been, you know, they really enjoy going to him, and I think that Zane Whitson finds him. You know, they're up here warming up before the game starts, and you know, they love to find each other, and Braden has been doing a great job of getting his hands on the ball. So it's going to be another test for this Trojan team, because you know, they know that we're going to run the ball, but they also know that they're going to have to be honest in the throw game as well. I don't know if they're going to be up to the task tonight or not, but we'll see.
Science Hill threw it last week, 24 of 39 for 242 yards. That's not a tremendous average per completion of 10 yards. Kind of shows you the defensive philosophy that the Trojans employing. Special teams, the place kicker and the kickoff specialist is Caleb, but don't call him Carlos Santana. I promise not to call him Carlos Santana.
You're going to go there at some point during this evening.
He's 5'5" and a junior, and Santana on the year 17 of 17 on point afters. The punter is Delaney, and also Rosin, number 95, James Rosin. They split the duties at punter. Delaney averages 40 yards a kick. Rosin averages 30.6. And the kick returner and punt returner is Tyson Johnson, and he can fly. They had a freshman listed here, Zaylen Frias, but he's one of the guys we saw on crutches, so I don't think he's going to be returning
I believe
anything.
He's inactive tonight.
Absolutely. So that's a look at the Morristown West starting lineup. On the other side, we'll have a look at your Dobyns-Bennett Indians. We're back in 2 minutes on the Coach Joey Christian pregame report on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream and audio from ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
And Jeff County plays at Hardin Valley in Region 2 6A. McMinn County.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the
Ooltewah plays Maryville. And Bradley.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Gotta wait for Tiger to push all the correct buttons before I start talking.
It's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. Todd Freeman down on the field. Tiger Brooks, Steve Wilmoth here in the booth. Let's have a look now at your Dobyns-Bennett Indian starting lineup. Offensively, we'll start with that offensive line as we always do. This senior group led by left tackle Ethan Murray, 6'1", 245. Aiden Neal at left guards, 5'11", 233. The center is Caleb Burleson at 6'2", 270 and a senior. Right guard Zach Ferguson, 6'2", 265, a senior. And right tackle Caden McNabb also at 6'2", 265 and a senior. And the group continues just to put up unbelievable numbers. 349 yards rushing at Farragut last week. Over 500 total yards. That was the first time in 3 years the Dobyns-Bennett offense had put up more than 500 yards in a game. Ironically enough, it also came against Farragut in 2017. But that offensive line, Tiger last week was dominant, particularly the right side. And also, by the way, a shout out to the great H-back performances, tight end performances. Gage Hindley did a great job blocking. You know, Nate Whitley gets in there a bunch as well. Jackson Martin, those guys are instrumental in the run game as well. And you talk about running for almost 350 yards, but around that right side, we had 3 or 4 long touchdown runs that guys weren't even touched.
Yeah.
And Todd coined the term, I think, at the coaches show the other night, yards before contact. You talk about yards after contact. Yeah. I think the Indians had about 250 yards before contact last week.
YBC, yeah. I mean, it feels like every week that I could put on a loop of me saying, the offensive line has been incredible, and they game in and game out, they just continue to bring it. You know, McNabb and Ferguson on that right side, and Neil Murray on the left side, and Caleb Burleson anchoring down the middle. You know, they just plow people. I mean, they absolutely just kill people on the line, and on top of that, you've got Tessner and Armitage, who are powerful runners, and Tessner's got that extra gear now this year, and so. You know, the yardage that they got against Farragut, and that Farragut is a good team, everybody. I mean, they are solid, and yet it was obvious in their game calling and their coaching and their play calling that they just knew that they couldn't stop us, that they had to go for it on 4th down. They had to just gamble because they knew that if their defense got back out there, we were going to boat race them again.
You know, guys, I'm not seeing an offensive line. We keep talking about the last few years that this line's great, this line's great, this line's great. I'll tell you what, this line this year has just improved every game, come out just incredible. And, guys, we're talking about the running game, but when we dropped back and passed last week against a very good defense, I'm not 100% sure, but except maybe one time that Winston was even had any pressure. So to do both run block and pass block, what a great job they did last week.
Yeah, Coach Christian said on that one play that actually Zane scrambled on 3rd and 9, got 22 yards in the first down. He said something to the effect that the coaches had him in the wrong formation. It was a breakdown on the play call and not necessarily on the execution of the play. And speaking of Zane Whitson, the quarterback at 6'3", 185 and a senior thus far this year, 48 of 86 for 904 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception for Zane. And also on the ground, Whitson 27 carries, 164 yards and 3 touchdowns, and just continues to play outstanding football through a couple of deep balls last week that you just can't do it any better than what he did against Farragut, and is doing a good job of not forcing the issue, taking what's there. Certainly some receivers are emerging that makes the ability to go downfield better, but he takes what's there. He doesn't force it, and when he has to, he can pick it up and run. There's also some design plays for him to run the football to keep the defense honest, and he just does a lot of study and just mentally is in the game at all times.
Yeah, he just continues to bring it week in and week out, and you know, I'm glad Wes goes to this shot. We need to see this sunset here. That's part of the allure of J. Fred Johnson Stadium, and that's a great job, Wes. You're reading my mind. But at any rate, Whitson is a kid that just is a player. He's a gamer. He brings it every game. You think he's loosey-goosey. You think maybe his mind's not in it, but he is always in it, and he is doing a great job of using his eyes, looking downfield, finding his receivers, just managing the offense. And a lot of times people use that as a pejorative, you know, meaning that they're not, you know, throwing it well or not, you know, doing something good with their feet. But he's doing all of that plus managing the game very well. And you just can't say enough good things about what Whitson's been able to do, Todd.
Well, you talk about the numbers that he put up last year, guys. It was incredible. Godly numbers that were just like, wow. And for a kid coming into his senior year, it could have been all about the numbers, and it's not. It's about winning football games, and he has absolutely, I think, played maybe better this year than he has last year. If you can't look at the numbers, just what he does on the field, the decisions he makes, he doesn't turn the football over, and like you said, Steve, when he wants to throw it down the field, he has made some incredible throws where his receivers are the only guys that can catch it, and it's been a joy to watch up to this point.
You know, last year coming in as a junior, he was an unknown commodity, and people were kind of daring Zane to beat them, so he was able to put up some big numbers. This year, when he's coming back, he's a preseason All-State. Everybody knows who he is, and he's still playing such good football despite the fact that, you know, when people know who you are, they're going to focus on you a little bit more.
Yeah, and he is not sneaking up on anybody now. I mean, they know that he is somebody they've got to account for. They know that they're going to try to do everything in their world to that they can to get him off his spot, not let him throw the ball, not let him set up. But you know, thus far, you know, that line has protected him so well, giving him all the options, and just the offense has been playing at a high level.
And guys, one last thing on Whitson, we hadn't talked about in a while, but Christian talked about that we run a lot of RPOs, pre-snap stuff that basically they leave it in Whitson's hands to look at the defense and get them in the right play. And so you add that on top of everything else, it just tells you what kind of student of the game he's been as well.
Running backs, Tyler Tesner, 6 feet, 197, a senior. Tesner on the year, 814 yards on the ground, 97 rushes. He surpassed last week the 796 yards he had last year. Also has 11 touchdowns, had 241 last week, 4 touchdowns on the ground as well. Armitage now, slow start because of the injury, now at 35 carries, 252 yards and 4 touchdowns for Armitage. So the run game is solid. Second game of the year, Tyler Tesner has been over 200 yards. Wide receivers, Braden Marshall, the 6'4" senior, leads the team with 16 receptions for 387 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's got 229 yards receiving and 4 scores in his last 2 outings. Hayden Shear, second on the team in receptions as well. 12 receptions, 266 yards. And also in the slot, Alex Kitzmiller, 5'7", 137, a senior. Jonathan Gillespie will be there at 5'7", 137, a sophomore as well. So the receiving core brand new this year, continues to evolve, continues to improve and get better for this Dobyns-Bennett offense.
Absolutely. You know, those guys have really stepped up game after game. They've been able to get Jonathan Gillespie into the game a little bit more because of his kind of breakaway speed. And, you know, they just keep getting more solid as the weeks go by.
Well, you talk about an unknown commodity, Steve, the last 2 weeks. If you've not figured out who Brady Marshall is, you know who he is now.
Yep, he will be a marked receiver tonight for Jefferson County. For Farragut. Where are we playing? Morristown West.
Now, please join in a moment of silence to honor our nation's frontline defenders and our men and women in the armed forces stationed throughout the world. Thank you.
Dobyns-Bennett Indian Marching Band is on the field. We're going to have the national anthem for you live here on ESPN Tri-Cities. Todd's on the field, and we'll capture our national anthem.
National anthem.
All right, great job by the Indian Marching Band on the national anthem. Let's turn our attention to the Tribe defense. Defensive end Jackson Martin, 6 feet, 205, a senior. Martin on the year with 46 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 13 quarterback hurries, and 3 quarterback sacks. Had an incredible game last week. A career high 13 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hurries, and 1 quarterback sack. At defensive end as well, Levi Evans, 6'3", 240, and a junior. 29 tackles for Evans, 7 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hurries, 5 passes broken up, 2 of which came last week as he batted down balls at the line of scrimmage. Defensive tackles are Blake Collier, 5'11", 210, a senior, and Fonzo Booker, 6 feet, 250, a senior. Collier has 18 tackles on the year, 10 quarterback hurries, and a quarterback sack. He had 1 last week as well. Linebackers Chase Jenkins, 5'10", 154, a senior. In the middle, Nate Whitley, the Indians' leading tackle the last 2 seasons, leading the way again this year. The 6'3", 215-pound senior has 50 tackles on the year, and last week had 14 against Farragut. The wheel linebacker is Philip Armitage, 5'10", 205, a senior. Armitage now with 16 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 2 quarterback hurries. And defensively, Indians will go with Sam Roman at 1 corner at 6'1", 155, a senior. Trent Cody, as we mentioned, is out tonight. So we would expect to see in his space Hunter Minton. Minton at 5'6", 175, and a junior, has had a lot of playing time this year due to injuries in defensive backfield. And the safeties are Isaac Ratliff, 6'2", 180, and a senior, and also Thomas Church, 5'11", 158, and a junior as well. The Indians, of course, lost Patrick Mitchell earlier in the year. Chase Jenkins could slide back and play safety as well. So the Indians with some things to be aware of in the secondary with injuries coming in tonight. It's really the only place that the injury bug has really hit Dobyns-Bennett this year, and it's hit the defensive backfield pretty hard.
Yeah, and that's not a great thing. You know, last week was really the first game in which we were exposed a little bit in our defensive back end. Farragut kind of exploited us there, and it was because they had the length. Tonight, you know, we play a Morristown West Trojan offense that really doesn't have the same height advantage at all positions as Farragut did. But, you know, given the fact that Cody's out, you know, that you lose a lot of experience, you lose a lot of leadership back there. But, you know, I think we've got some guys back there who are gamers, who you know, are up to the task and kind of the next man up mentality, who are going to give it their all tonight for the Indians on the field.
And, you know, guys, Cody is that guy that we need in the secondary that can do a lot of one-on-one covering, that sometimes doesn't need that over-the-top help. And so when you lose that kind of guy, it just makes those safeties have to cover more, and it also at times hurts your run game.
Dobyns-Bennett Indians come racing onto the field from under the big sign signaling 803 wins for the program. And the band strikes up the school song. The crowd below rises and greets the tribe.
The pageantry, the drama that is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium.
Absolutely. Let's quickly talk about special teams, where last week Dobyns-Bennett turned to Titan Thomas as the place kicker. Thomas, the sophomore, 8 for 8 kicking extra points. Indians had been 17 for 25 coming into last week. That was very much a positive for the tribe. Chose to kick away from a Farragut receiver last week on kickoffs. We'll see what they do tonight, because Morristown West statistically has a better return game than did the Admirals last week. So coverage will be of very much importance. And of course, not only is Cody being missed in the defensive backfield, he did a great job, one, catching punts, saving yardage, coming up, making good catches in traffic, but also returning punts. He was averaging about 10 yards a punt. That's a first down that you don't have to get when he returns. So Cody not only lost the defensive backfield, a key special teams missing as well.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Christian loves to emphasize the kicking game. The special teams is the third facet of your team, and you know, there's a lot of what they call hidden yardage there that you can gain over the course of a game if your special teams are up to the task. And thus far, you know, our coverage units have been doing very, very well, not giving up a whole lot of return yardage. So we'll see what the strategy will be when we kick off here tonight.
Dobyns-Bennett and Morristown West here. Dobyns-Bennett in its traditional gray football pants, maroon jerseys, gray numerals. Meanwhile, Morristown West all white with maroon numerals as well. Yet another maroon on maroon battle here tonight. We've had those, 4 times I think already this year.
We have, yeah.
It's another coming before the year is out.
It is.
Happy that you've tuned in wherever you may be around the world, listening in on ESPN Tri-Cities, 94.3 FM, 1400 AM in Kingsport, or ESPNTriCities.com, or the TuneIn app, keyword search WKPT. And tonight, of course, on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream, video live stream as well. Welcome into Dobyns-Bennett Indian football here in 2020.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
Also on a footnote here, October 22nd is coming up. The Robinson and Sevier game.
Oh yeah, that's this next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night, the ESPN Tri-Cities have been probably covering that football game now for quite some time. And we'll be doing it again.
Absolutely. It's the Battle of Kingsport, as it's called, between the Redskins and the Warriors. Glad you reminded me of that, Todd. I was thinking that this Thursday night I might not have anywhere to go. Well, I am now booked.
You've been booked for a while. You just didn't realize
That's
it.
So normally at this time we would be having the coin toss, Todd. I don't know that we had that before now. It looked like Ratliff, the Indian captain, was trying to make his way on the field and was turned away.
Well, we actually had 2 captains down here.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And the way we're going out, it looks like we have already had that coin toss.
We've had the coin toss of some variety. And the Indians, I don't know whether they won the coin toss or they lost it, but at the end of the day, the Indians will be receiving the opening kickoff and will be defending the baseball end of the stadium. Back deep for the Indians is Ratliff and Jonathan Gillespie. Gillespie on the near side, and it will be Ratliff on the far side, and will be Santana to kick off for the Morristown West Trojans. Big East Conference action here tonight at J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport, Tennessee. And Santana, the left footer, lines it up. Right from the cross marks on the 40-yard line. Santana approaches, and it's Tribe time here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. It will be Ratliff at the 13. 15, 20, straight up the middle, 25. Ratliff breaks one tackle, still on his feet, across the 40, all the way out to the 43-yard line goes Ratliff. That's a return of about 30 yards, and Dobyns-Bennett will have it 1st and 10 at the Morristown West 43-yard line.
Yeah, it was kind of a slow developer right there. You know, Ratliff was patient in behind his blockers, but Morristown West just simply did not accost him in one iota before he got about to the 35. And then this is great yardage to start from for the Indians.
Ratliff was averaging 27.2 yards per return. He will add to that after that 30-yarder. Whitson in shotgun formation for the Tribe. Tesner, the running back. It will be the give to Tesner up the middle. Got running room across the 45 to the 50 to the 45 and down to the 42. That's a pickup of 15 yards on 1st down in the Select 7 Credit Union. 1st down for the Tribe.
And had just a great, well-blocked play right there from the get-go for the Tribe. That's going to make their coach very, very happy. But that opened up very, very wide for Tesner down there.
Straight up the middle, right off the center, Burleson, and the right guard, Zach Ferguson. And the Indians have it 1st and 10. Gillespie in motion left to right. 3 wideouts to the left for Whitson. Empty backfield now for Whitson as well. West showing a blitz coming from the right side. Whitson looking right. Pass out there is complete to Marshall. Marshall has it spinning inside the 40, and he will be spun down at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 on 1st down.
Good protection right there from the Indian offensive line, and nice throwing catch from Whitson to Marshall.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Tribe. 17th catch of the year for Marshall. 2nd down and 4 on the 36. It will be. This is Gage Kinsey now will set up camp as an H-back to the left. Whitson calling signals. He will give it to Tesner going left. 35-30, makes a cut. He'll have 1st down yardage down to the 27. Will be Tyler Tesner. And that will be a pickup of right at 9 yards and another Select 7 Credit Union 1st down for the Indians.
Yeah, just a kind of a wide left run there, and good blocking again from the Indian line. Morristown West doing what they can to try to track down Tesner, but not before he can scratch off another 1st down.
From the left hash mark, Philip Armitage now in there at running back for the Indians. Gillespie, Marshall, and Shear split out to the right. Whitson calling signals. Whitson shovels it to Armitage. Armitage trying to get outside, and he's going to be tracked down and tackled, and he will lose 2 yards. Tackle made there by Morristown West, James Ross, who came up to make the tackle.
Interesting. They did pull their right guard, Ferguson, around to the right side, but too much penetration there from the Trojans didn't allow Tesner to get up in there under him, or Armitage rather. And Armitage might have just widened that out a little bit more than he should have. I don't know, Todd, did you see it better than I did?
No, it was coming away from me, but I tell you what, it was an all-out blitz from the Morristown West run blitz.
2nd and 12 now for the Indians. Whitson back to pass. Here comes pressure from the corners. Whitson will step up and run. 30, 25. Whitson puts his head down, and he's going to get down to about the 21-yard line. Tackle there made by Giovanni Gonzalez of the Trojans. Whitson will pick up 8 yards and brings up a workable 3rd down situation.
Whitson doing well at taking what he's given, and things were kind of breaking down inside right there, and he saw an opening and just took it.
Officially, it will be 3rd down and 3 from the 20. Inside 9 minutes to go 1st quarter. Just underway here at J. Fred. No score. Whitson needs the 17 to move the chains. Armitage stays in there at running back. Kitzmiller and Marshall out to the left. It will be a give to Armitage straight up the middle. Armitage 15, cuts it outside. Armitage 10, 5, touchdown. Philip Armitage, a 20-yard run off the right side.
Golly, that was a dandy run right there. He kind of deked him to the left and kind of got their eyes going the wrong way, and then came back inside, and it didn't look like he was touched going around that right side.
And you're right, he wasn't touched, and one reason why is the big block by Caden McNabb. It was a huge pancake block to open up that hole.
Whitley to snap, Whitson to hold, Titan Thomas to attempt for the try. Snap is good, hold is good, kick by Thomas is also good. 8:26 to go first quarter. Dobyns-Bennett 7, Morristown West nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
40-yard touchdown run by Phil Armitage. Titan Thomas PAT is good. The Indians lead 7-0.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Will New set to kick off for the Indians. Deep for the Trojans. Number 2.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Dobyns-Bennett on its opening possession marches 57 yards in 6 plays. Takes 3 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. Philip Armitage, a 20-yard touchdown run. Titan Thomas boots the extra point, and back for the kickoff will be Will New. And back deep from Morristown West will be Hunter Hicks and Tyshawn Johnson. Johnson on the near side. It will be New kicking it to the right side. Hicks over there, bounds up to Hicks at the 6. Hicks straight at the middle, nowhere to go. He's not going to get back to the 20. He's swallowed up and tackled as he gets to the 18.
And Steve, I'll tell you what, that's really great coverage by the Dobyns-Bennett Indian kickoff team.
First down and 10.
Isaac Ratliff on the tackle. 8:21 to go first quarter. 7-0 Indians. First possession for Morristown West.
Quarterback for the Trojans, number 11.
Dylan Cribley, the senior, lines up at quarterback. Delaney, the running back, to his left, one in motion. And it will be the give to Delaney and nothing. Met right at the line of scrimmage. They may give him, they gave him the 19 on the kickoff return, so it's going to be a no gain. I believe that was Armitage on the tackle for the Indians.
It was Armitage. I'll tell you what, really good pressure on his first down for the front seven.
So we'll bring up second down and 10 quickly again. Here comes Delaney. This time he will lose yardage. Jackson Martin in on the stop. Armitage in on the stop again as well. And so Delaney, 2 carries -1 yards thus far.
Steve, in these first 2 plays, what I see out of the Dobyns-Bennett Indians defense is they're going to make you. They're going to try to make you throw it early.
Third down and 11 now for the Trojans. A little bit more deliberate as Cribley sets his receivers. Johnson in motion. Cribley rolling that way. Wants to get it to Johnson. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to get it out in the flat. Jenkins was there. And that play did have little chance to gain first down yardage. And so we'll bring up fourth down for the Trojans.
Fourth down and 11.
Steve, I tell you what, if you're an Indian fan, you know this is what you wanted to see out of your offense and defense in these first 2 series.
Delaney will drop back to punt for the Trojans. Ratliff solo setback for the Indians back at his 45-yard line. Delaney, a high snap. Here comes the rush. Delaney gets it off. It's a short kick. It will bounce away from Ratliff. Now a penalty marker comes flying in. The ball will be down at the Dobyns-Bennett 42. And let's see what the marker's all about.
There's a marker on the play.
Steve, I couldn't tell from down here. We do have the official mic'd up tonight, so hopefully we will be able to hear him make this call. But the only thing that I'm making a guess here, was catcher that they didn't give interference to the receiver.
Honestly, didn't look like Ratliff was making much of an effort to catch it either, though.
No,
It was well short of Ratliff.
That or, I mean, I really don't know. It's blocking the back or something. But they're doing a lot of conversation.
There's a big conversation going on. There's no question. And he will have the official call now.
There is no foul on the play. It is first touching on the kicking team. The ball will be placed at the 45-yard line. First down, Dobyns-Bennett.
Okay, so instead of a penalty marker, actually maybe should have been a beanbag thrown.
Well, I did see a beanbag thrown on this side, but like you said, that one flag threw right where it's at.
So 1st and 10 at the Morristown West 45 for Dobyns-Bennett. 7:06 to go in the football game. Officially, that was a 27-yard punt by Delaney. And now Whitson has the Indians back out there for possession number 2.
And fans, that is a new twist on radio that we've got the official mic'd up for you tonight.
Nothing. That was Todd Freeman that did that. 2 wideouts left and right for Whitson. Tesner in there at running back. The odd front for the Trojans. They'll give it to Tesner going right up the middle, and he is stuffed by Gonzalez after a gain of about 1.
Gain 1. Giovanni Gonzalez on the stop for the Trojans.
You know, Steve, right now here early in this game, the Gonzalez name we've heard a few times on some tackles.
Yep. He's a fine-looking linebacker, the senior Giovanni Gonzalez. 2nd and 9 for the Indians. 6:33 to go first quarter. Tribe on top here, 7-0. Here's the give to Gillespie for the Indians coming around the left side. A penalty marker is down at the 44. Gillespie got to the 37, but I don't like where that flag lies.
It's not a good position where that flag is.
It is preliminary signal holding on Dobyns-Bennett.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
The penalty was flagged at the line of scrimmage. So Gillespie for the Indians. Credit for no gain, and then a 10-yard mark off on the Indians takes it back to the Tribe 46, where it will be 2nd down and 19.
Steve, we've tried to get him in Gillespie more into that sweep, but we've just been struggling with it.
Yep. 4 wideouts to the right for the Indians. Empty backfield with Marshall to the left. Whitson looking that way, pass across the middle. Low diving reception made for a short gain to Shear. Maybe 5 yards, maybe 6. They'll give him 6.
Gain 6 to the 48.
So a pair of 6-yard completions thus far for Whitson. Indians back across the 50 to the Trojan 48, where it's 3rd down and 13. Whitson will have Tesner as his running back. 3 wideouts to the right. Trojans with a lot on the line and a lot in the box, and now movement, I think, on Dobyns-Bennett.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 23, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and 18, back across the 50 to Indian territory at the 47. The Indians trying to overcome a pair of penalties here on possession number 2. 4:59 to go in the first quarter, still 7-0 Indians. Whitson in shotgun formation. In motion comes Kitzmiller. Whitson wants to throw, plenty of time now, throws it down the field, complete to Gage Hensley, inside the 30 to the 29, and that is a select 7 Credit Union first down for the Indians. They needed 18, and they got 19.
You know, are you back, Tiger?
I'm back.
Well, I'll take this one and let you back at it, but I'll tell you, that's what we was looking for. First, the offensive line gave him plenty of time. And, Steve, we've heard about him talking about Gage Hensley and how we thought he was going to get his football legs under. What a big catch by him.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity to, keep his possession of the ball after having his legs taken out from under him as well.
Because officially that was a 25-yard toss to Hensley. Here's a give up the middle. This is Tesner running room. Only person in his way was the official. He's going to be near first down yardage.
He was using him as a blocking back right there.
And guys, short yardage, guess who's in at nose tackle?
Yep, our buddy.
That would be Mount Levacy is who that would be.
See what happens here. How does Burleson take care of this kid? Yep, submarine him.
Straight up the middle, wide open. Armitage 10, 5, untouched. Phillips Armitage 19 yards and a Dobyns-Bennett touchdown.
That's one way of doing it. He commits one way. You just sandwich and let Armitage pick his hole. He was untouched again. I don't think anybody touched him before he got to the end zone.
Yards before contact.
Yeah. There are plenty.
So here comes Titan Thomas to attempt the extra point. Kick by Thomas is up. That kick by Thomas is good. New score, 3:44 to go, first quarter. Dobyns-Bennett 14, Morristown West nothing. Back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Dobyns-Bennett scoring drive, 45 yards in 7 plays, capped off for the 19-yard touchdown run by Phil Armitage.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Will News set to kick off. Steve Johnson at Hicks.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. The kickoff by New is high, and it is deep. And Johnson switched sides to get it over at the 5. Johnson 10. Oh, here come the Indians. Oh. My goodness. There was about 6 or 7 members of the tribe down there to take Johnson down at the 11-yard line. My gracious. Ratliff, Tesner, Martin, Whitley, everybody over there.
It was a tribe of Indians, for sure.
And, guys, after these first 2 kickoffs, what I see here is I feel like the last couple of weeks our intensity on kickoff hasn't been as good, but it seems like it's back up tonight.
Yep. 1st and 10 at Morristown West at the 11, trailing 14-0. 3:40 to go. Trojans have run only 3 plays from scrimmage and lost 1 yard. Delaney back in there at running back, kind of a pistol formation, maybe slightly adjust. Then Johnson will go back and join the backfield as well, and it will be Delaney. Delaney fumbles the football, hit there by Whitley, and Dobyns-Bennett says they have it at the 7, and they do.
Just a great job of putting a hat on the ball. Delaney just took the handoff, and it was a great job. I'm not sure who among us put his helmet on the ball, but it popped free, and we were there to scoop it up. Just a great defensive play right there.
Whitley caused a fumble. I believe that was Hayden Atchison recovering it. Is that number 40?
That's exactly right.
That is Hayden Atchison, the sophomore, coming up with the fumble recovery at the 7-yard line. So Delaney will lose 4 yards on that play, and Dobyns-Bennett, with 3:35 to go in the first quarter, has it 1st and goal at the 7.
Not sure what we're doing here.
I'm I'm not either. Maybe we'll get an explanation.
Supposedly we'll have it first and goal.
Well,
Is this a football issue?
Maybe a flat. I don't know. Maybe they're sitting on enough air in it.
It's deflate gate part 2. But that's exactly what the officials are doing. They are compressing the footballs, and now.
Yeah, they're putting the air pressure gauge on it.
Wow, it is.
I've never seen
deflate
this.
Gate.
I have never seen this in high school football.
Well, I mean, I would think that if the footballs were under pressurized, they would be easier to hang on to. That can't be the reason that Morristown West is discussing for the fumble.
Well, they're looking at our football. They've got their own football.
Maybe they're over deflated. It's very interesting.
I mean, are we?
Early scores advantage.
Well, I mean,
Is he pumping them up? What was that device? Was that an air?
That was an air pressure. So
I never knew officials even carried such a tool on them in the game.
well, now have you not forgot about deflate gate? That changes everything.
That was a different deal.
Well, I'm sure there are. I've seen it all now. I figured there'd be some sort of penalty if we didn't have the right kind of pressure.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, they said that ball only had 5 pounds of air in it. I'll tell you this. If it only had 5 pounds of air in it, it's flat. It ain't helping anybody throw the football.
No, it's not an unfair advantage by any stretch.
All right, the Indians 1st and goal to 7. Armitage in there at running back. They will give it to Armitage going right. Armitage across the 5 to the 4, and he is cracked down there on a good tackle by Morristown West. Jojo Medino.
It's almost interesting when we have a running back that gets touched at the line of scrimmage now. It's like a rare occasion.
I think they were trying to go with Armitage for another touchdown here in the first quarter. 3:12 to go. 2nd and goal at the 4 for the Tribe. Armitage 4 carries, 40 yards. Tesner 4 for 34 by my count. I formation this time. Armitage still in there. He'll get the carry straight up the middle behind the blocking of the fullback Martin. And Philip Armitage has 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Touchdown Tribe.
Yeah, just overwhelming right there. The left-hand side of the football line of scrimmage for the line there. Armitage toting the mail for the Indians tonight, and the Tribe up front clearing the path.
2 plays, 7 yards for the Indians. In 48 seconds. 2:47 to go first quarter. Thomas, extra point attempt is up, and it is good. New score with 2:47 to go here in the quarter. Dobyns-Bennett 21, Morristown West nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-City.
Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Deep for the Trojans.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream.
All right, back for the kickoff, and it is high and deep by New. Johnson over to corral it at the 5. Johnson to the 10, to the 15, and Johnson this time, I believe, will make it to the 20-yard line where he's tackled there, and Morristown West will start It's possession. I'm not sure that was Johnson. That was Hunter Hicks, excuse me, returning the football out to the 21, where Morristown West will start.
First down and 10 Trojans.
Yeah, I like the approach thus far. And it's kind of kicking that ball into that no man's land where there has to be a return. But thus far, that's the first yard they've gained on kickoff.
Clock is running after the kick. We already got a continuous clock. Anyway, here's long pass downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Really trying to get Johnson on the fly pattern incomplete.
Well, one reason why you probably have a continuous clock is that's the guy who had the inflate gauge.
That was good coverage right there by our defense there. I think that's Minton. Minton was in coverage right there.
Minton getting a start at corner. Here's Cribley and the Trojans on the left side move just a bit early.
He meant it
Right
too.
to snap. False start. Offense, number 13. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
First penalty on Morristown West. That makes it second down and 15 from the 16-yard line. Cribley now looking to the sideline, trying to get a new play. Indians with all kinds in the box. Delaney tries to go left and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Met over there by Aiden Handy.
Stopped in the backfield by the Indians, 51.
You know,
It's a 1-yard loss.
You know, guys, if you're at Morristown West, you have to get something established before this thing really gets out of hand.
Yeah, it's probably a safe bet to say it's out of hand. But, yeah, they're not able to get anything positive going from an offensive standpoint right now.
3rd and 16 for Morristown West. Delaney thus far has 4 carries, -6 yards, and a fumble inside his 10. Cribley looking left to throw quickly out of there. It passes incomplete. Had to squeeze it in there between 2 Indian defenders.
Minton in coverage right there.
Yep.
Did a great job too. He was on him like glue. Some other guys closing in as well.
He was trying to get it to Johnny Fine and could not do so. And so on 4th down and 16, it will be punting again for Morristown West. 2 Indians back deep. Gillespie and Ratliff. This is the other punter, Ross, to punt this one away. This one is badly hit, and it will bounce at the 30 and take a Trojan bounce upfield. And may eventually, well, no, it won't. It will stop at the 48. Eventually, that will be a 33-yard punt, but a very fortuitous bounce for the Trojans. Kept that from being an abject disaster.
Yeah.
48-yard line.
I think it rolled for about 15, 20 yards.
From down here on the field, it felt like it rolled farther than it went in the air.
Yeah, I think it did. I mean, you could hear it all the way up here when it came off his foot. It was just an ugly sound, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So the Indians 1st down and 10 from the Morristown West 48, already on top, 21-0. Tesner in there running back now for the Indians. In motion goes Gillespie. They'll give it to Tesner, 45-40, 35-30. Tesner, he's going to go. Tesner 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dobyns-Bennett.
Wow, I mean, that was a great formation. Had lots of extra blockers on that right side, and everybody did their job and opened up a huge hole for Tesner. Just everything's clicking right now. They're doing a really nice job up front. Nice job of running the ball.
You know, he made a couple good cuts, guys, but I'm not 100% sure he was even touched either.
Titan Thomas to attempt the extra point for the Indians. Thomas's kick is up, and it splits them. 44.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is absolutely all tribe. Your score, Dobyns-Bennett 28, Morristown West nothing. Back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
The Indians lead 28-0.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Deep Hicks and Byers.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on.
Back for the kickoff. New hits it deep this time. Hicks has it over to 15 to the 20 and out to the 22-yard line. Goes Hicks this time, and that's where Morristown West will start. First and 10 with 40.8 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, much like last week, I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Much like last week, you know, Coach Christian always talks about starting fast, and they did last week, and they have this week. You know, they're just hitting on all cylinders on both sides of the ball. Morristown West not able to do anything positive at this point.
Shotgun formation for Cribley. Hicks, and also out to the right is Jace Rumpf for Morristown West. Cribley wants to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. There is no intended for Hicks. Ratliff had him covered well, almost came up with the interception, incomplete.
Yeah, Ratliff became the receiver right there, and Hicks became the defender. Great play, great high discipline right there by Ratliff to look back and find the ball and pick it up and very nearly make a play on it.
Second down and 10 for the Trojans. Cribley will give it to Delaney, and nothing doing. Fonzo Booker had him first for a 1-yard loss.
Say less than nothing doing.
Yes.
I was going to say, I mean, the Indians have almost effectively taken Delaney out of the game because, I mean, you're not going to do anything running the ball at this point. You've got to try to throw the ball, but when you don't really have that in your repertoire, it's tough sledding for the Trojans.
Third down, and Morristown West was quick to the line of scrimmage, but now they think better of it and let the first quarter clock expire. Score at the end of one quarter is Dobyns-Bennett 28, Morristown West nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Scores of interest, Farragut and Bearden tied 3-3. Maryville 28.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We go to quarter number 2, where it's 3rd and 11 from the 21 for Morristown West. In motion goes Hicks. They fake to Delaney, and now Cribley rolling to his right. Whitley giving chase. Cribley still on the run, and now will loft it downfield, and that will just be out of bounds. And so Cribley unloads, and it will be 4th down again for Morristown West.
Yeah, they tried to get Hicks out here on a wheel route, but we picked it up pretty quickly and didn't really leave them with a whole lot of opportunity. Cribley just running to his right and getting rid of the ball to hopefully not take another loss for the Trojans.
Tucker Harold in there for Dobyns-Bennett, the 290-pound senior defensive tackle. Really crushed, just caved in the pocket initially. Here in punt formation is Ross for Morristown West. Ross, low punt, and taken by Ratliff at the 50, 45. Penalty marker is down. Ratliff still not down as he gets down to the 34, but there's a marker back at the 47.
Yeah, it's not probably good news for the Tribe. It's going to be holding against the Indians. And I think the offender
on the return team, number 15, 10-yard penalty, will be first down.
The offender kind of owned up to it. He was shaking his helmet.
First down and 10, Dobyns-Bennett from the 46-yard line.
No trouble hearing the ref tonight, Todd. You did well there, son.
Thank you, sir.
Dobyns-Bennett has it at their own 46. 11:43 to go in the first half. First and 10 Indians. Empty backfield for Whitson. 3 wide outs to the left, 2 right. Whitson. Pass out here to Tesner. Tesner across the 50 to the 45 to the 44, and he will have a first down. 11 yards from Whitson to Tesner.
A select 7 first down even, Steve.
Even better.
Yeah, just everything's working for the Tribe right now. Tesner out in route. Whitson finding him.
8 select 7 credit union first downs for the Indians in the football game. Whitson now, the Tesner, the running back. 2 wideouts left, 1 right for Whitson. Whitson will give it to Tesner. Tesner 40. Tesner still on his feet across the 35 down to the 36-yard line.
On the carry, brought down by
Make it the 35, and now we've got timeout Morristown West.
Timeout Morristown West. First time out of the half.
11:03 to go first half. 28-0 Indians. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Go courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Farragut 9, Bearden 3, Hampton 7, Calgary 7.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Oak Ridge leads Mount Juliet 14-7.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Second down and 1 for the Tribe at the 35. Here's Whitson. Fakes to Tesner, wants to go deep. Nobody open. Now Whitson improvising and will take it out to the sideline, and he was hit out of bounds. Whitson
really
down
close
to the 32. Here's a foot or 2 out of bounds, a step or 2 out of bounds, and he was sent flying.
That was right here with us. There wasn't nothing close about that. That was over here in the maroon. Give the official credit, though. He's about to get his legs taken out when that was going on as well.
Contact was made about a foot out of bounds. It wasn't as bad as y'all.
Nonetheless, it was a select 7 credit union first down. Tiger taking it for the officials. Well done.
I am trying. I'm looking at the replay here.
Okay. Indians with another empty backfield. Whitson now wants to call a timeout.
Timeout. Dobyns-Bennett. First time out of the half.
60-second break. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
And we're back to action here. The play, Whitson trying to get Braden Marshall across the middle, a bit behind him, incomplete. First incomplete pass of the day for Whitson. He's now 4 for 5 for 48 yards. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 10. It looks to me like, guys, basically in this drive, the Indians are just working on stuff. This is a scrimmage for the Indians right now.
I really think that. I think you're absolutely right. You know, we're just trying to, figure some things out, taking advantage of a pretty big point differential right here to do so.
It's obvious the Indians could run the football if they wanted to. Here's Armitage up the middle. Armitage stuffed, breaks one tackle, and then barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Met first there by Morristown West, JoJo Medina. Give Armitage a gain of 1.
Giovanni Gonzalez. 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9 for the Indians.
Be an interesting call. See what they come up with. Coach Thacker here comes out of the bag of tricks with the 3rd and 9 play.
More than likely 4-down territory, one would think, for the Indians.
Yeah, no doubt.
Armitage, Shear, Hensley, and Gillespie all to the left.
Freeman's favorite nose guards in there too.
Yep. Marshall to the right. Whitson throws it out here to Marshall, complete down to the 21-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Select 7 Credit Union 1st down. Pickup of 10 from Whitson to Marshall.
That was a good job, Whitson and Marshall. Marshall getting to the sticks and Whitson putting it right on it where it needed to be. That was a good 3rd down conversion for the Tribe.
Tiger, great route by Marshall. Is right here in front of me, and he pushed about 1.5 yards past the sticks and came back to the football to make sure he made that catch. Great route.
1st and 10, Tribe at the 21, and they're taking their sweet time here offensively. Running this play clock every last second.
They're going to have to hurry.
Stack formation to the right. Armitage has it at the 20. Spinning down to the 15-yard line goes Armitage.
That's a good pickup, about 6 yards right there.
He was tackled there by Morristown West Luke Vander. Gain of 6 yards for Armitage.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And it's 2nd down and 4. Armitage 7 carries, 51 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night already for the Tribe.
Whitson had the presence of mind to get that play off before the whistle blew too. We barely got set in order to make it happen.
Tesner back in there, running back for the Indians. Hensley a tight end to the right. And the fake to Tesner. Whitson now will scrambling left. Still scrambling. Now he's going to run. Whitson 10, 5. Whitson trying to run over a defender, and he gets down to the 1-yard line. He does run over somebody. Whitson.
That was a nice play by Zane, too. He had the presence of mind to realize that the defenders in front of him were chasing after the wide receivers, and it really kind of opened up the left side of the field to him. And he got a 1st down and got more just taking advantage of it. He'd have bulldozed that guy if he had the opportunity. That's
first mentality. Yeah. 1st and goal, Indians on the Select 7 Credit Union 1st down. I formation, Martin the fullback, Tesner the halfback. Whitson turns, gives it to Martin. Martin crashing over the right side, and Jackson Martin with a 1-yard touchdown run for the Tribe.
Very nice execution there of the short yardage I formation play. The only sad thing is that Wilmoth reminds me that we can't go to the continuous clock until the 2nd half.
That's the 4th touchdown run of the year for Jackson Martin.
And Tiger, we're still an extra point away from getting to that.
I have every confidence in this young man.
Here's Titan Thomas for the extra point attempt. Thomas' kick is up, and that kick is good. New score with 8:20 to go in the first half is Dobyns-Bennett 35 and Morristown West nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Will News set to kick off for the Tribe. Deep for the Trojans. Hicks.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live.
Will New to kick off again for the Indians. Hicks back on the near side, and that kick's going to go out of bounds. Way out of bounds.
That's a coaching point right there.
Charlie Byerly, a sophomore from Morristown West, was also in there on return.
Illegally kicking the ball out of bounds on the kicking team. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
So Morristown West, courtesy of the penalty, afforded their best starting position of the night at the 35. But back to my point about Morristown West, I'm looking for Johnson, the receiver, who was highly touted, number 2 in the return game and also in the passing game, and he's not been out there for a bit. Now I wonder if he's been injured. I just don't see him out on the field anymore. Anyway, for West, here comes Cribley. Cribley fakes to Delaney, pass across the middle. It's knocked down by Jackson Martin, incomplete.
That was a great job of Martin, just having his head up, seeing what's going on, having the presence of mind to get his hands up at the right time. I'll tell you what, this whole press box is shaking with the
it is, isn't it?
The thunderous foot stomps of the upper deck here.
Cribley. Shotgun formation. He needs to have a bunch of defenders in the box. About 8 right there in the box. They're within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage for safety. Ratliff all the way up there. Cribley gives to Delaney up the middle, and Delaney with some positive yardage finally breaks a tackle or two. Delaney's still on his feet, still not down, and finally goes down at the 41 after a gain of 6.
One of the better runs of the evening for the Trojans right there. Delaney fighting and scratching for everything he could get. They tried to short him a yard. Now he's got it right.
That gives Delaney now 6 carries for -1 yard.
It's
And here's 3rd and 4 for Morristown West.
Uncovered. No, we're good, man.
Yep. We've seen 2 receivers. There's Johnson back in there for Morristown West. It's a slot on the left side. And now Morristown West will have to call a timeout.
Delay a game. Offense.
Nope. Delay game was called, but I thought they got a timeout. Let's see what the situation is. Looks like they're going to be afforded the timeout.
Correction. Timeout. Morristown West. Second timeout of the half. There is no foul for delay of game.
So it's 3rd down and 4 for Morristown West. The Trojans thus far 0 for 6 through the air. 6 carries for Delaney for -1 yard. Yet to pick up a first down in the football game.
I mean, it's been lights out here for the Tribe. I mean, that's all you can say. We weren't really sure based on, who they've played and how they've played leading into this, but I'm not sure that we anticipated this level of dominance at this point in the football game. but we will take it.
Yes. The Indians in that last touchdown drive just, it appears to me the Indians could run the football at will in scoring time they wanted to, but kind of worked on some passing things on the last drive. And now it's 3rd down and 4 for the Trojans. Cribley, the quarterback, with 2 wideouts left and right, same formation they left us with during the timeout. Indians dancing around. Martin now back at a middle linebacker spot for the Indians. Johnson in motion. Cribley rolling that way. Wants to get it to Johnson. Does so, but it's dropped. I thought Morristown West might have a first down, but it's dropped.
I mean, that was a first down throw and catch. He just dropped it. All you can say. Had an opportunity to capitalize on it.
So a 4th punt of the first half upcoming for Morristown West, and 3rd by Ross. Ratliff and Gillespie back deep for the Indians. 7:15 still to go in the first half. It's 35-0. Here's the kick by Ross, spiraling downfield, bouncing, and the Indians will just let it roll. And that's something that Trent Cody would not have done if he was in there. The punt will go all the way down to the Indian 19. It's a 40-yard punt for the Trojans.
Yeah, you're going to have to come up and field that ball. You don't let that thing bounce. That's one of those things. Even in the midst of something like this, you have coaching opportunities. That's just unnecessary yardage that you're yielding to the opposition when you do that.
7. Yeah. 1st and 10, Indians at the 19. 7:10 to go in the first half. Whitson calling the signals, hands it, I believe that's Armitage, straight up the middle, breaking tackle, still on his feet. Armitage all the way out to the 29. He's going to have first down yardage, a gain of 10, and a select 7 and Credit Union first down for the Indians.
That's nice. That was a little shift in the offensive line right there. Zach Ferguson kind of pulling out, coming out and leading him up the field right there. Nice first down run.
Armitage stays in there. 1st and 10, Indians at the 29. In motion comes Kitzmiller. They'll give it to Armitage again at the middle. 35-40. Armitage spinning away from one tackler, still on his feet, dragging a tackler out to the 48. A gain of 19 and another. Select 7 Credit Union first down for the Tribe.
I think everybody realizes Armitage has some ground to make up because of his early season injuries, and they're giving him the yeoman's work tonight. Tesner comes in to spell him now, but he's done a fine job of carrying the football thus far.
I have us for 15 Select 7 Credit Union first downs here in the first half. If I'm correct. Now Tesner will flare out in motion. Whitson hits him in stride at the 45-50, 45-40. And he's upended, Tesner that is, down to the 36. Upended there by Aquilo Romero. But a gain of, going to mark him at the 36. It's a gain of 16 from Whitson to Tesner. And another Select 7 Credit Union first down.
That was a situation where it had the perfect play call on because they were sending their defensive end up the field, and we kind of just threw it over his head. Tesner had no one around him. And just a really nice play call and nice execution down there, Todd.
Yeah, it looked real easy, fellas.
5:35, clock rolling. Hensley and Shear out to the left for the Tribe. Marshall and Gillespie to the right. Whitson fakes to Tesner, wants to throw. Whitson's going to throw it deep downfield, looking for Marshall. Had it in the end zone, right in his hands, and couldn't come up with it.
Oh, my goodness. Braden's going to be so mad. I mean, for whatever reason, he kind of double clutched it. I don't know if it just landed, between his hands weirdly, and he was trying to get a better grip on it. But, I mean, that was just a touchdown toss drop.
I tell you what, with some of the catches he's made the last 2 weeks, I promise you he'll be upset over that.
Oh, he is. No doubt.
So it's 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion.
But it was a really nice thought. I mean, it was wide open, too. He had a couple of steps on the defender. Whitson put it right on him.
Whitson to throw again. Whitson will tuck and run. But now he's going to throw it downfield across the middle. Pass intended to Shear. Had it for a minute, then dropped it as he was clipped there, I believe, by Byerly.
Yeah, that's something Whitson doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, he's just kind of, he's having fun out there now, but throwing it back across your body in a situation like that was a very dangerous thing to do, and I think Coach Christian reminded him of it. But that could have been a catch, and it also could have been picked off as well.
So after 2 incompletions, clock is stopped with 5:11 to go here in the quarter. It's 35-0 Indians. Is 3rd and 10, Tribe at the 36.
Might have to hustle. We've been taking our time getting the play call in here.
Empty backfield for Whitson. Straight quarterback draw. Whitson puts his head down, burrows forward for a gain of 5. Gonzalez on the tackle.
This is definitely that part of the field where it's a kind of a no-brainer for 4th down go.
Yeah, 4th down conversions. Dobyns-Bennett on the year has been very good. 7 out of 11 are the Indians on 4th down. Here it's 4th and 5 from the 31. Two wideouts left and right for Whitson. Tesner, the running back. Whitson to throw. Whitson dropping back. Now Whitson throws it downfield, and it's going to be overthrown. Intended it for Shear. And the Indians will turn it over on downs.
Trojans take over 1st down and 10 at their 31-yard line.
That's a first for the game, right?
Yes, it's the first stop for the Trojans with 4:43 to go here in the first half. Ball at the 31-yard line of Morristown West. Shear was pretty well covered that time.
Yeah, he was. It's good defense.
I think Zane could actually run for that if he wanted to. But
there were lots of opportunities there, but they were safe.
Yep. Here we go, 1st and 10, Morristown West. Cribley gives it to Delaney. Spins away from one tackler, but not a second. Actually, the tackler that he spun away from stuck with it and made the stop along with Levi Evans. And it was Collier that hit him first. It'll pick up no gain. Maybe they'll give him 1 to the 32. So Delaney back to 0 yards rushing. 7 carries, 0 yards. The offense has been balanced thus far. 0 yards rushing, 0 yards passing. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. Here's Delaney. And Delaney maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. There's a penalty marker in there as well. I think there may be a face mask call. We shall see.
Brought down by Blake Collier.
Collier made the tackle. And it is a penalty on the Indians.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty. That results in a 1st down.
Delaney actually lost 2 yards on the play. And then a 15-yard mark-off on Dobyns-Bennett.
That's the first conversion for them.
The foul was on number 34.
It is the first down of the game for Morristown West. And it comes by penalty.
Fumble.
Morristown West fumbles the football. Who's got it? Indians say they do, and they do. It looks like Evans came up with it.
He certainly did. Yeah, just not a clean give right there. He never had it. Quarterback never really put it in the breadbasket, as they say. Hildebrand laid it on the ground. Evans scooped it up, saying, "We'll take it."
Dobyns-Bennett at the 44. Since it was not a clean handoff, it will be a team rush for -1 yard. Recovery by Evans with 3:48 to go here in the first half. Dobyns-Bennett has it.
From the Trojan 44.
Catastrophic for the Trojans.
Whitson rolling right, wants to throw. Looking back left, here comes the pressure. Whitson unloads. Man, it's wide open. That's Gillespie at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dobyns-Bennett. Jonathan Gillespie, 44 yards from Whitson.
They're really high on the kid. You know, it was a number of games into the season before they were able to kind of do some things to get him out there and get him the football. They like his speed, and you know they just formationed that one. I mean, there was no one within earshot of him, much less close enough to touch him. But that was a nice play, and it was nice that the Indians have an opportunity to try some things, which is what you, I think, rightly pointed out earlier, Wilmer.
Extra point attempt by Titan Thomas is up and good. 3:37 to go first half. Dobyns-Bennett 42. Morristown West nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Jonathan Gillespie. Titan Thomas, BAT is good.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Steve Wilmot, Tiger Brooks, Todd Freeman,
Will New set to kick off
who's
for the Indians.
behind us. What's going on?
I come up here to get some extra layers.
I got you.
Ah,
Will New to kick off from the 40-yard line. Too deep for Morristown West.
Alan Green photography up here as well.
Kick off a line drive, bouncing towards Hicks, but picked up by an up back at the 18. And then he's hit by Martin, breaks a tackle across the 35 to the 34. That was Connor Shelton
37.
with the return. You don't see many people breaking a Jackson Martin tackle, but he did just that.
He did. Best starting field position on a change of possession for the Morristown West Trojans of the game here.
First and 10 Trojans at the 34, 3:26 to go. That last Dobyns-Bennett possession, 9 seconds for the 44-yard touchdown pass from Whitson to Gillespie. And the Trojans now have it first and 10 at the 34. Rolling is Cribley, passing is Cribley, and Hicks couldn't come up with it with Thomas Church in chase.
Incomplete, intended for Hicks. Thomas Church in coverage for the Indians.
And it's second down. Morristown West isn't doing them any favors in getting this game over with in a hurry by continuing to throw the football and not catching it.
They just simply need to give it to their man Delaney.
Second and 10 with the clock stopped. 3:20. Of course, in the second half with this situation, the clock will not stop. And so Cribley fakes to Delaney, rolling right. Martin after him and gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. And now a penalty marker is down. So we're going to call Martin for a late hit on Cribley.
Oh, man.
Personal foul.
Unnecessary.
Roughing the passer. Defense, number 29. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's a killer.
Six penalties for 60 yards here in the half on the Indians.
2 first downs by penalty for the Trojans in this game.
They're only 2 first downs. First and 10 West at the 49. Cribley to Delaney, and down Delaney goes. Just absolutely flying through there was Fonzo Booker for -3 yards on Delaney.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Delaney's back to 9 carries for -5 yards. He had crawled up to even Steven, but now he's
just
back to -5.
Blown up.
Actually, they're going to give him -2 on that. So make it -4. 2nd and 12. Johnson in motion for Morristown West. Cribley looking that way. Pass across the middle is caught. Hicks makes the catch. Actually, that's not Hicks. That is Rodney Long.
12, Rodney Long.
What was that? It's a first Trojan first down that they actually earned.
Yep. To the Indian 39. And here's the quarterback keeping down the left side. Cribley running. Cribley's going to take it all the way down the left side for the Morristown West touchdown. Cribley came into the game with -39 yards rushing. He just erased that on one play.
He did, and absolutely had everybody thinking Delaney had the ball. It was a nice fake. He carried it out well, and just not very good execution from the Indian defense right there. And that's something they're going to be, regardless of the scoreboard, they're going to be jumped all over for allowing that to happen.
So Cribley, a 39-yard touchdown run, and the Morristown West Trojans are on the board. And Santana to attempt the extra point. The kick by Santana, left foot up and good. 1:52 to go in the first half. The score, Dobyns-Bennett 42, Morristown West 7. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Santana to kick off for the Trojans. He boots it, and it will be taken by Gillespie back at the 11. Gillespie, 20, 25, 30. Gillespie spun forward out to the 37-yard line. Well, the Indians will take over 1st and 10. Shelton on the tackle.
First down and 10, try from the 30.
With 1:44 to go in the first half, up 42-7. So now, Tiger, if you're the Indians, you're up by 5 touchdowns. You've got 2 timeouts, a minute 44. I think you got to work on your 2-minute offense.
Absolutely. You're running your show.
And thus far, it looks as if the Indians will line up to do just that with an empty backfield and 5 receivers. Whitson looking left. Whitson wants to go deep down the sideline, and that pass is going to be incomplete. Tried to get Marshall down there, but he was well covered on the inside there by Charlie Byron.
I think Whitson, if he had to do it over again, he wouldn't leave it as far inside right there. Marshall had a step, but he had to come across the face of the defender right there in order to have tracked that one down. But great protection from the line right there. Whitson had all day to throw.
Whitson now 7 out of 12 for 118 yards in the game. Whitson. Here comes a rush. Whitson sets up the screen to Tesner. Tesner 40 and 45, and great play by Morristown West. Tracking that play down was Medina. Now we got a penalty marker down. It's all the way back at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be a big
holding. Offense, number 52, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Tough break.
So the screen pass to Tesner will be good for -7 yards back to the 30, and then a holding penalty on the Indians. Takes 15 more off. So the Tribe actually loses 22 yards on that play. Is that right? Yep. Oh. 2nd and 27. That's, we lost 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, from the end result.
Right. 2 yards to the play. Should be on the 20, and it is. So Whitson to throw on 2nd and 27. Whitson with all kinds of time. Now throws it across the middle, complete to Hensley. And Hensley's back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe the 38-yard line.
Get a gauge on where this guy's going to mark it. Another flag.
Marker on the play.
Good heavens, this is going to be third.
It's back at the 13.
2nd and church circle now.
Holding
on
offense, number 52. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be 2nd down.
That's 2 in a row.
Come on now. Really?
So the flag was on the 14.
Please reset the game clock to 53 seconds.
Half the distance back to the 7-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 40.
2nd and 40. I'm fairly confident we couldn't even punt it for a first down at this point. But we might throw it for one. They run it for one.
Yep. So 2nd and 40 now. We've got a whistle sounding. And what's the situation? 53
they set
seconds.
it to 5:30 and 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh. Yep. That doesn't work, does it?
Please reset the game clock to 53 seconds. Thank you.
Dan just got his digit out, his decimal point in the wrong space over there.
Please reset the game clock to 53 seconds.
All right. We hear you, brother.
I think it is 53 seconds set now.
We're going to take his microphone away if he gets out of hand here.
Whitson on 2nd and 40. Let's see what the Indians call here. Fakes the handoff. Whitson to throw. Whitson in his own end zone. Now we'll tuck it and run. Whitson 5-10 and get out of bounds. That's got to be a penalty, doesn't it? There we go. Getting ready to say. I don't know why the official standing on top of him didn't see it. I guess he was concentrating on the mark.
After the play.
After the play, that's a personal foul.
Defense number 9. 15-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd down.
There's actually 2 flags on the play, guys. There's a flag around on 25-yard line on DB's side that came out real early.
Also, sideline warning, Dobyns-Bennett.
Wow. You know, the last minute of this half has been somewhat interesting. So Whitson got out to the 13-yard line.
You give a guy a microphone, he takes over.
Well, and of course, I'm surprised Tiger didn't try to take up for him on that late hit either.
Hey.
3rd down, 19.
That was a late hit. I call it like I see it.
So now it's 3rd down and 19 for the Indians. 32.2 seconds to go. Whitson in shotgun formation. Whitson to throw. Whitson throws it across the middle, complete. Out to the 48-yard line. That may be good enough for a first down to Hensley, and it is. They'll mark him at the 50, the pickup of 22 yards. And a Select 7 Credit Union first down.
We're going to clock it right here.
So the Indians, there's a team pass. With 27.6 seconds to go. At the end of the day, guys, the Tribe converts on 2nd and 40.
Hang on, you're going to have another penalty right here as well.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty.
My gracious.
And that's on the clock to ball.
So far, we've seen some interesting things.
From the 45, 27 seconds.
First down.
Deflate
5.
gate. An encroachment on a clock ball.
27.6 seconds to go, still in a half. Indians with 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Tesner, the running back. Whitson. The throw pass is complete to Shear. Now a penalty marker comes down. Shear's down to the 36. It's a gain of 9.
Holding, offense, number 52, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Wow.
Man, they're just keying on my man Ethan Murray down there.
So the penalty flag.
Timeout, Dobyns-Bennett.
Comes a falling here into the first half. It goes back to the 41. Said it a million times. 42-7. 20.9 seconds to go in the first half. We went from 1st and 5 to 1st and what? 1st and 19, I think now.
Yep.
On another penalty flag. 10 yards. The pass for Shear goes for 2 yards. Penalty of 10 yards. Back to the DB 41.
We're making up for the continuous clock by never letting the first half end.
I know it. 20.9 seconds to go. Indians still with 1 timeout. So it's 1st and 19 Indians at their own 41. Everything else is at halftime. Just about across the board. We'll have our Nards Automotive halftime scoreboard report from Scott Stevens during the break. Lots of important region action going across the area. There's Whitson on 1st and 19. In motion, it's Kitzmiller. Fake to Tesmer. Whitson wanted to unload it, and now we'll finally throw it across the field, and Shear, a diving attempt, can't come up with it.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Shearer.
And so now it's 2nd and 19 with 12.3 seconds to go.
Yeah, Whitson is given the luxury of having all kinds of opportunity, and sometimes I think it's even a detriment because he has so many opportunities that he can't decide which one he wants to do. But he almost got that one into Shear, but again, he had to throw it back across the field, and not the best decision ever.
12.3 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 19. Whitson looking to throw again. Here comes some pressure. Whitson gets rid of it. Now lost it downfield, complete at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, all the way down to the 15. And I believe that is Kitzmiller. And it is all the way down to the 15-yard line.
My goodness.
Pickup of 44 yards.
1 second.
Dobyns-Bennett, third and final timeout of the half.
1 second on the clock. That was amazing that we were even able to stop the clock. But that was a great throw and catch. I mean, that was a touch pass. Whitson did a nice job. He was eluding the pressure from inside and just took enough off of it to loft it. Who caught that ball?
That was Kitzmiller.
Kitzmiller, yeah. And just threw it out there in just nice and soft, put it right in his hands, and Kitzmiller did the rest.
Jake Duquette tracked him down, saved a touchdown. I see Will New has come off the Indian bench. The Indians may be lining up to kick a field goal here, Tiger. It will be a 32-yard attempt if that's what Coach Christian chooses to do. But, yeah, New is in there. And so he's lining up to kick it from 32 yards, the left hash mark.
Will New into attempt, 32 yards.
The snap from Whitley, the hold from Whitson, the attempt from New is inching towards the goalpost, and that kick is good. Score at halftime, Dobyns-Bennett 45 and Morristown West 7. We're back in 2 minutes with halftime activities here on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
15 minutes on the clock, please.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
please set the clock to 15 minutes.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of...
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium, where Dobyns-Bennett enjoys a 45-7 halftime advantage. Dobyns-Bennett scored quickly, opening kickoff, taking it 6 plays, 57 yards. A Philip Armitage 20-yard touchdown run. A quick 3-and-out forced on the Trojans. Dobyns-Bennett got it back, 6 plays, 45 yards. In 3 minutes and 22 seconds, Armitage took it in again from 19 yards. Morristown West on its ensuing possession fumbles the football. Indians recover at the 7, and 2 more Philip Armitage runs, and the Indians quickly led it 21-0. Morristown West, the next possession, also a 3-and-out, punted the football back to the Indians, and Dobyns-Bennett taking over at the West 48-yard line, got a Tyler Tesner 48-yard touchdown run. It was 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. Dobyns-Bennett continuing offensively. Got a Zane Whitson 14-yard run to the one. Jackson Martin cashed it in on a 1-yard touchdown run, a 9-play, 54-yard drive. In 3 minutes and 23 seconds, made it 35-0. Dobyns-Bennett, again, another forced punt by the Trojans. Indians get it back, this time going to the air, as Zane Whitson finds Jonathan Gillespie from 44 yards out on a 1-play drive there as well. Indians had 2 1-play drives in the first half. That one made it 42-0. Then Morristown West finally got something going offensively. They earned their first down of the game on a pass from Dylan Cribley to Long for 15 yards, and on the next play, Cribley faked it to Delaney and kept it around left end for 39 yards and a Morristown West touchdown to make it 42-7. And in Dobyns-Bennett on a wild ensuing possession. I don't know if I could give you the play-by-play or not. There was multiple penalties on both sides. All kinds of action in the final 1 minute and 44 seconds, but the Indians exhausted the clock. They eventually drove from their 37 to the Morristown West 15, where on the last play of the half, Will New kicked a 32-yard field goal, and Dobyns-Bennett leads it at halftime with a count of 45-7. Will New on the year, that's his first field goal of the year. Of 32 yards for New. He had been 0 for 1 on the year previously, so he's now 1 for 2. And the Indians, it took them a while, but finally got something going in that 2-minute offense. It took 20 minutes for the 2-minute offense to finally get that field goal, and they lead it 45-7 here at halftime. Dobyns-Bennett Indian Marching Band not performing tonight outside of playing Sweet Caroline across the way, which they're doing so in fine form. So we'll look forward to seeing them again real soon. Hey, don't get to see them tonight, but it's fall break and a lot of things going on. People spread out, and so they're not in full force here tonight.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you know, many of our listeners probably know this, but I have a daughter who's a senior in the band, and know that historically, there's pretty hard and fast rules about, when you can leave and when you can't. And normally at this time of the year, it would be middle of competition season, and obviously that's not happening, and it's fall break, and Mr. Cook has been very, shall we say, loose with restricting the kids in terms of what they can and cannot do over fall break and things like that. And so they simply ask for enough that they could put on a decent show in the stands, but we don't have everybody that we need to do the full show on the field. But that'll be coming in due course next home game. So fear not, the Dobyns-Bennett marching band will be out here to bring you some more Queen.
Well, I'll tell you what, they might not be in full force, but they're still louder than anything I've heard all year long down here on the field.
Oh yeah, the setup here, we've been to a lot of different places this year, and most every place that we have been that has a band of any size, they have put them on their track. They were there at Oak Ridge, they were there at Hardin Valley, they were there on the track last week at Farragut. But here we have the blessing, really, the privilege of having the band in the stands and really can affect the game. I mean, when you've got the socially distanced 350 people, they can make quite a ruckus, and they're literally, very, very close to the opposition sidelines, and so it's an interesting thing that happens here at J. Fred. Just one of the many things that makes this venue so wonderful to play football, to watch football, and to just see the spectacle that is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football on a Friday night.
All right, we'll take another timeout. We'll come back with the Nards Automotive halftime scoreboard report from Scott Stevens. And on the other side, I'll have stats from the first half as well. As we continue, this is Dobyns-Bennett Indian football. Tribe on top 45-7 at halftime, and we're back in 2 minutes on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN
Here
Tri-Cities.
scores of interest. Halftime, Farragut leads Bearden 17-10. Hardin Valley 7, Jefferson
Thank you for
County
watching
nothing.
Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with
Bradley
audio
Central
courtesy
24,
of
William
ESPN
Blunt
Tri-Cities.
14. Maryville 42, Ooltewah 6. David Crockett 21,
Thank you for
Tennessee
watching
High nothing.
Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio
Halftime score,
courtesy
Lee
of
Greenville
ESPN Tri-Cities.
16-10. Oak Ridge leads Mount Juliet 2014. And Hampton
Thank
leads
you for
South
watching
Green
Dobyns-Bennett football
17-7.
on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We're at halftime. Dobyns-Bennett leading 45-7. And already the 40 points scored by the Indians tonight, guys, gives the Tribe 5 games of 40 or more points. Bearden 40, Hardin Valley 46, Jefferson County 42, Farragut 56, and now Morristown West 45. The last time Dobyns-Bennett in a single season scored 40 or more points 5 times was 2014. Little news.
I'm glad that you have that little stat.
There you go. I'm full of little stats like that.
You are.
Let's look at
Stat man.
get our first half numbers. First of all, for Morristown West, quarterback Morristown West, I should say, had 4 first downs, 11 rushes for 34 yards, and the Trojans were 1 of 9 passing for 15 yards. So 49 total yards for Morristown West. For Dobyns-Bennett, 19 first downs in the first half. Passing, the Indians were 12 out of 18 for 184 yards. And on the ground, Dobyns-Bennett, 21 rushes for 207 yards. So the Indians in the first half, 391 yards of total offense. And that comes with several passes that were because of penalty loss of yardage plays. And Indians still had 391 yards total offense. And I'm going to tell you straight up, guys, these stats are very unofficial because that last drive was all over the place. Okay, so I know the best I can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think an official stat guy who wasn't trying to call a ball game would have a hard time with that last drive.
Yeah. Penalties, I have Morristown West 3 for 25, Dobyns-Bennett 8 for 82. Morristown West fumbled twice, lost them both. Punting, Dobyns-Bennett did not punt. Morristown East 4 punts for a 32.25 average. How's that? Off the top of my head. Individually, Whitson 12 out of 18, 184. Dobyns-Bennett receiving. Gage Hensley 3 for 44. And Gillespie and Kitzmiller both 1 for 44. Tesner 3 for 25. Marshall 2 for 16. Shear 2 for 7. And rushing, Tesner 6 carries and 90 yards.
Major League Baseball, AL.
Armitage 9 carries for 80 yards. Whitson 5 keepers for 36. And when Coach Christian comes your way, Todd, you just jump right in.
I've got him right now, so that's great timing there,
Yep.
Steve. And Coach Christian, I tell you what, we talked about a quick first start, and that's y'all got that in this football game.
Yeah, we checked that box. I think we were the most physical team there. We've done a great job in the kicking game, and we've had a couple of little crazy penalties there that we don't need to have. But overall, we've checked our 4 boxes. You know, definitely 3 of the 4 we've checked them off.
Yeah, you take really the whole half was a really good half, except maybe that last series kind of got out of hand.
I don't know what happened there. You'll have to ask those strike guys when they get out here.
Well, let me tell you one other thing. Unofficially, 391 yards total offense in the first half. It's kind of what you like to see.
Oh yeah, that's we just want to be the most physical team. Like I said, we want to. Defense gave us a short field once, and so we just want to build on last week and hopefully get some good momentum going for the rest of the year and on up deep in the playoffs.
What we're going to see in the second half?
We're going to see. Hopefully, we're going to come out and we're going to play our ones. We expect them to play hard and get this thing shut off, and then we want to get a lot of younger guys in, and we want to see them play hard. We expect them to play hard and play to the standard that is when you have the spares on your helmet like we have.
Coach, go get them. Talk to you at the end of the game.
All right, sounds good. Roll Tribe.
Well, guys, I think that kind of says how it is. I was up there in the box with you all in that last series, and I will say that evidently there's a few things that went crazy in that last series that he doesn't maybe think that he saw it the way they did.
Yeah, there was a lot of penalties on the Indians, and I'm sure there was some discussion about that during the break.
Yeah, and let's be fair, too. He is very he's been very hard this year about penalties, about how we got to clean it up, and he's been very open about that. So evidently there was some few things that he didn't like to see, but you can't turn your nose up on the offense and defense the way they played in that first half in a way. And, Coach Christian always likes a physical football team, and he was very pleased, as you heard, about the physicality of his Indians.
Updating some scores of interest. Crockett, Tennessee High are all the way midway through the third quarter. Crockett leads the Vikings 21-6. Morristown East leading Volunteer 28-21. I figured that would be a high-scoring game, and it is. Elizabethton now has opened up a 2-touchdown advantage over Greenville, leading the Green Devils 23-10 that game in the third quarter. Sullivan Central's trying to stay alive in the postseason chase. A must-win game at Granger, and the Cougars trail at halftime 22-6. Daniel Boone, no problem with Cott County there at halftime. They've got a 38-point advantage at well, 38-0. Big East Conference play, Farragut and Bearden, the Admirals leading the Bulldogs 17-10 at halftime. That one may be a little bit closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And there's another Big East Conference game, Jefferson County and Hardin Valley, and it's the Hawks leading the Patriots 14-0. Both teams looking for their first wins of the year. Hardin Valley 0-7, Jefferson County 0-8. Meanwhile, a battle of unbeatens. The only game in the state tonight involving 2 unbeaten teams is being played at South Green. And Hampton leads South Green, by my last report, 17-7 in that one. So that's a big Region 1 and 2A contest, and I think Hampton can lock up that bad boy with a win there. So we're getting down to it, aren't we, guys? Late in the season.
It's hard to believe that we are at this point in the season. It really is.
Well, and like we talked about it, we came out here for media day wondering if we was even going to get a season.
Yeah.
I can't even hear. You said Hampton. Every time you say Hampton, I hear Buck Van Huss sing Hampton. Hampton. And Bulldogs.
Hampton has seen their league shrink to 3 as South Green has scored to make it 17-14. And Sullivan Central on the board as well again at Granger, so they're hanging in there at 22-12.
Todd, you need to go tell the white hat that if he starts calling ticky-tack holding fouls, one more quarter, we'll take our microphone back.
That's right. We gave him a microphone, but we didn't really want to hear from him.
Not as much as we did, that's for sure.
Nope. So the Indians will kick it off here to start the second half, leading 45-7. Will New to do the honors. Back deep is Hicks on one side. And it will be Hicks right at the 10-yard line. Hicks going across field, nothing doing. Jackson Martin down. I think Hicks had a return of about 1 yard on that. Jackson Martin absolutely flying down the field to make the tackle.
Well, they were a yard away from getting that ball at the 35, so Hicks did us a favor by fielding the football, and then did us a favor by running horizontally in great coverage. Means poor field position for the Trojans.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 11, and the clock in the continuous operation mode, and it's already down to 11:25 to go here in the quarter.
Thank you, Lord.
So quarterback Dylan Cribley returns for the Trojans. Delaney back out there at running back as well.
Cribley down under.
There we go. Indians indeed with the starting unit on defense. Fake to Delaney, pass out into flat is complete. And immediately tackled, I think, out there by Church on the pass completion to Zachary Barnett.
That's great defense by Church. He was out there on the island with him, and he was right there as the ball arrived and put a good hit on him, or else that would have been a lot of yardage.
They gave him 3 yards. Somehow. Here's Morristown West. Delaney off the right side. And Delaney's going to get a couple of yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 16.
Ratliff and Nate Whitley in on the tackle. Gains 2. It's 3rd down.
And Morristown West quickly back to the line. Cribley on 3rd and 5. Now looks to the sideline. Cribley back to throw, looking to his left. The pocket breaks down. Cribley squigs out of there. Now gets rid of it. Over to the right side, too low. Intended for Delaney. And then Indians have Fonzo Booker injured in the backfield.
I'm not sure what happened there. I did not see how he landed or what happened there, but Cribley missed an opportunity. It seemed to me like that he could turn that thing up and nearly ran for a 1st down.
There's no question. He had 1st down yardage to run.
Yeah, he bounced the pass in there instead.
Of course, Delaney was over there open on the sideline as well with room to run. The pocket just collapsed on the quarterback there, Tiger Cribley, and you kind of hate to assume this, but it could be a friendly fire type situation. Yeah. There were so many Indians back there.
Yeah, you see that all too often. You know, when everybody's converging into one area, you know, a lot of times you get knocked off. Sometimes somebody can undercut you. I'm not sure if we're dealing with a head injury here. If somebody, you know, kind of hit him with a thigh or a knee or something like that. Just
yep.
Yeah,
can't speculate.
Yeah, I'm on the other end, and couldn't get a good view of it.
Well, they're not looking at any lower extremities, so it must be a head situation. Let's just pray that he got kind of got addled and not anything more serious than that.
9:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. As they attend to Fonzo Booker, we'll step aside for a 60-second timeout here on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Isaac Ratliff.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with
On the punt return, Gillespie at the 45, looking for room to run, and Runs out of real estate as he is tackled there by Connor Shelton.
Brought down by 37.
Gain eventually of no return.
First down at 10 is Dobyns-Bennett.
Punt there went for 29 yards.
44.
Booker got up on his own power and was walked off the field. We're going to get Todd on it. He's going to figure out.
Well, it is a left shoulder, and they'll kind of check him out. And once they check him out, we'll get another update, but it is his left shoulder.
That's the Max Medicine Mark injury report from Todd Freeman, and Whitson brings the Indians out. Scrimmaging from the Morristown West 45. Give to Tesner. Tesner breaking off a tackle on the right side. Now a penalty marker comes down.
It was Armitage, actually.
I'm sorry, Armitage is Armitage. And Oladay on the tackle. We've got another holding call, I think, coming on the Indians.
Holding, offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Wow. So that takes it back to the 46. Armitage no gain on the carry. And a 10-yard mark off on the Indians. 9 penalties for 92 yards. Brings up 1st and 20 back at the Indians' 46-yard line. Whitson to Armitage again. Armitage back across midfield to the 49-yard line. Tackle made there, I think, by Ross.
Start by James Ross. Gains 5.
And to bring up 2nd and 15 at the 49-yard line. Clock continuing to run. 7:45 to go here in the third. 45-7 Indians. 2 wideouts left and right for Whitson. Armitage stays in there. Whitson to throw. Whitson looking deep. Will fire it deep down the left sideline. Too far. Intended it for Braden Marshall.
Just a little bit too much mustard on that one. Marshall couldn't quite get to it. He was kind of even Steven with the defender, but I think he definitely had a height advantage. If it was a little bit closer to him, I think he could have hauled that one in. But again, great protection by the line for Whitson.
Yep. So it brings up 3rd and 15. Gillespie in motion for the Indians. Fake to Tesner. Want to get the wheel route to Gillespie. He's wide open again. This time, did he come up with a diving catch?
He did.
He did at the 30-yard line. Whitson to Gillespie for 19 yards and a select 7 Credit Union first down for the Tribe.
Wow, give Gillespie a lot of credit right there. That was a nice kind of layout and grab by him. See if it went just a little bit off the screen of the replay, or else we would have gotten that. But nice of Whitson to find him on that wheel route too.
1st and 10. Indians at the Morristown West 30. I thought he was coming so wide open he's going to have another touchdown, is what I thought. Inslee, the H-back on the right side. Tesner in there at running back now for the Tribe. In motion goes Gillespie. They fake to Tesner. Whitson going deep, looking for Marshall in the end zone. Can't come up with it.
I think it bounced off his shoulder pad.
In the way, kind of flashing across there was Charlie Byerly, the defensive back. And now Marshall. Marshall looked a little dinged up coming off the field, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He is a little dinged up coming off the field.
Might be something there, shoulder or sternum, the way that he's reacting. Here's hoping it's not.
Well, he's not going to the bench.
Could easily got the wind knocked out of him. He hit pretty hard on his back.
Here's a give to Tesner straight at the middle running room. 35-30, 25-20. Tesner still on his feet, 10. And Tesner finally wrapped up as he gets down to the 9-yard line. A pickup of 21 yards and another select 7 Credit Union first down for the Indians.
Armitage did a lot of eating in the first half. Tesner wants to kind of get his meal plan laid out here in the second half. That was a nice run by him off the right side.
First and goal, Indians. Tesner over 100 yards again tonight. 7 carries, 111 yards. Armitage 11 for 86 on the night by my count.
Armitage in for Tesner.
And Armitage is for Tesner, correct. Also in there in the game for Dobyns-Bennett is Bryson Gillum. Here's Whitson. Whitson looking, still looking, and now Whitson will have to get rid of it, and he's going to be sacked back at the 12-yard line. Taken down there by Connor Shelton. Whitson just ran out of real estate over here on the near sideline.
That was right here in front. I mean, that's one that Whitson's got to know his internal clock and throw that thing about down there towards home plate.
Yeah.
Second and goal from the 12 for the Indians. Clock still running, 3:50 left to go here in the third quarter. My drive chart on the second quarter went off the page and onto my notebook, and this one, I'm going to have room to do the fourth quarter on the same page, I think.
Yeah.
Whitson gives to Armitage off the left side 10. Armitage breaks a tackle 5, and Armitage has scored for a 4th time here tonight. A 12-yard touchdown run by Armitage.
Well, just a great run by Armitage. I mean, very well blocked. He had a lot of running room up inside right there. Morristown West just really struggling to defend. I mean, we're sort of getting in our own way, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Extra point attempt by Titan Thomas is up and good. Your new score. Dobyns-Bennett 52. Morristown West 7. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Seat of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Will Snow set the kickoff. Deep for the Trojans. Hicks.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN.
3:18 to go first half. Third quarter. Dobyns-Bennett leads at 52-7. It will be Will New to kick it off for the Indians. New approaches and boots it. Again, towards the near sideline. Well, Hicks will have it. Same spot he did the last return. This time he's going to go upfield. Across the 15 to the 20 to the 23-yard line goes New. Tackle by Ratliff. And also on the stop for the Indians was Caleb Baker.
Brought down by 18, Caleb Baker, and 3, Isaac Ratliff. First down, 10 Trojans from the 24-yard line.
First and 10 Trojans at the 24. 2:45 to go here in the game. In the third quarter, 52-10. Everybody's losing. Elizabethton has opened it on Greenville. They lead 37-10 now.
Wow.
Fake to Delaney. Cribley to throw deep down the field. Pass is going to be incomplete. Gillespie giving chase to the intended receiver, Johnny Fine of Morristown West.
Johnny Fine. That was 5 on 5 right there.
Johnny Fine. Jonathan Gillespie in coverage for the Indians.
Johnny Fine.
Yep.
Sounds like the lead singer of a 1950s rockabilly band.
Give to Delaney.
Whoa.
Nowhere to go.
Delaney on the
Wow.
carry.
Absolutely swallowed up for about a 2-yard loss.
Backfield for a loss.
That was Ethan Tweed on the tackle.
Evan Ludwig.
Who? Evan Ludwig, excuse me. Ludwig, 48
yeah.
and not 46.
It looked like 46 the way
Yep.
his jersey was bunched up. But yeah, Ludwig. Sorry.
Back to the 23.
Not Beethoven.
It's 3rd and 11 for Morristown West. Cribley rolling right. Still rolling. He's going to heave it downfield. Ball up for grabs. Who wants it? It's going to be caught, but out of bounds. Pass was caught there by Fine, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete.
Punt team.
So, official injury report on Braden Marshall. He is perfectly fine.
Those are the kind of injury reports we like for you to give, Todd Freeman.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Max Medicine Mark. Injury report. 4th and 11. Meanwhile, Alfonso Booker still being evaluated down there.
Jonathan Gillespie and Hayden Atchison back for the try.
The punt coming from the 23. And it's going to be caught by Gillespie at the 48 to the 50, 45. Gillespie spinning away down to the 42-yard line. 10-yard return for Gillespie on the 29-yard punt.
Make some nice little moves in there to get some out of that probably wouldn't have been there for most people.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So the 3rd quarter has come to a quick conclusion. Score at the end of 3, Dobyns-Bennett 52, Morristown West 7. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Lots of new faces in there for Dobyns-Bennett now, including Joey Carter, the running back, who just took the first down carry for 1 yard. Down to the 41-yard line. Ethan Stevens is the new quarterback, the senior signal caller for the Tribe.
You got Ryder Brown, Carson Christian, Aiden Handy, and Tommy Sexton in on the line as well. Sean Smith appears to be in there too.
Give the Carter up the middle, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, all the way down. Carter to the 9-yard line. Joey Carter, a 32-yard run. And another Select 7 Credit Union first down for the Tribe.
Wow, that was great blocking on that right side of the line. Carter turning it up and getting the most out of it too.
So it's 1st and goal, Indians at the 9. We ran 16 plays in that 3rd quarter only. And this will be play number 3 here in the 4th. New running back in there for the Tribe. Gets the handoff from Stevens, plowing straight forward, still on his feet, grinding towards the goal line. He will not be denied. Did he get in there? Almost all the way to the goal line goes Ishawn Graves. He's inside the 1.
He is, he's almost to the 1 foot line. That was a dandy little run up inside for him. He just would not be denied. He carried folks for 8 yards. Almost. That was close.
Nose of the football is all but touching the goal line. So Stevens stays in there, Graves as well, on 2nd and goal for the Indians. Stevens, high snap, keeps it himself, and he walks into the end zone. Stevens faked to Graves and keeps. And that may very well be Mr. Stevens' first Indian touchdown. A 1-yard run by Ethan Stevens.
I tell you what, nothing fires up a team like seeing your second team offense come in and just stroke it down the field like that. That will pay dividends in the games ahead. Really, really nice. Now we're trying to find our make sure we got our second team extra point team. We're trying to get everybody in there.
Titan Thomas to attempt. Now the hold of Whitson. The kick by Thomas is up, and the kick by Thomas is good. And for the second straight week, Titan Thomas is 8 for 8 in point after attempts. 9:41 to go in the game. New score: Dobyns-Bennett 59, Morristown West 7. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
On the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Elizabeth in Florida on 37-10 over Greenville. Oak Ridge 27, Mount.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Hunter Delaney on the carry for the Trojans.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN.
Pass from Tribuca is behind the intended receiver, Rodney Long. Noah Tribuca is a junior quarterback. I wonder if he's related to Kelly Tribuca.
Yeah, I saw that.
3rd and 3. Tribuca to Delaney. Delaney will have first down yardage as he gets down to the 40. A pickup of 6 for Delaney.
And they're going to get some extracurricular activity penalties in for the Tribe.
Another penalty on the Indians.
And it was just the reaction.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 47, 15-yard penalty, first down.
That takes it down to the Dobyns-Bennett 25 where it's first down and 10. 7:18 to go here in the game. Indians on top 59-7. Tribuca. They got a new running back in there. Trapuka fakes, rolls. Trapuka being chased, and he's going to get rid of it. And I think it was caught.
Trapuka's pass is complete.
It was caught by Barnett.
That was something.
Barnett.
He was virtually in the grass, but was able to get rid of it for a gain of about 2 yards.
So a 2-yard gain down to the 23 from Trapuka to Barnett. Give up the middle, wide open hole coming through there across the 15 down to the 13. Running with the football is Hildebrand.
23, Nick Hildebrand on the carry for the Trojans. Stopped on the play by 18, Caleb Baker.
Baker on the stop.
Trojans, 13.
10 yards, and here's Hildebrand breaking one tackle. Still on his feet, still plowing forward. Hildebrand down inside the 10.
He had an opportunity for a tackle for loss there, but just kind of attacked him a little bit too high. He's a pretty thick kid. He's going to run through an arm tackle right there.
He got 5 yards on that carry. Second down and 5 for Hildebrand. Yeah, Hildebrand's a stocky guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
They fake to Hildebrand. Trabuka wants to throw. Here comes the pressure. Trabuka puts his head down, and he's going to be tackled as he gets across the 10. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
See what our reserves are fighting right now. They're scrappy.
Sophomore George Evans came up to make the tackle.
Trojans are sort of running a little bit of a pretty good tempo for a lot of new faces out there.
3rd and 4 from the 12 from Morristown West. 5:12 to go. Clock running here in the football game. Indians on top 59-7. Hildebrand across the right side. Hildebrand across the 5, and Hildebrand will score. A 7-yard touchdown run by Hildebrand. And Morristown West marches down the field and puts its second touchdown on the board. Hildebrand a 7-yard touchdown run. Hildebrand carried 3 times for 22 yards. In that drive. Hildebrand 5'10", 200. Extra point attempt coming here by Santana. Kick by Santana is up and good. 4:55 to go. Dobyns-Bennett 59, Morristown West 14. We're back in 60 seconds on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Caleb Santana set kickoff for the Trojans.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Bryden Gillum and Hayden Russell back deep for the Indians as the kickoff comes from Santana. Taken by Gillum. Gillum across the 25 out to the 30-yard line where the Indians will start there. Todd Freeman has a Max Medicine injury report update on the Indians.
Well, Mr. Booker, they went through his shoulder, kind of did some exercises, kind of just see where he's at. He will be like the rest of us, guys. Will be day to day with that shoulder, but that's pretty good news the way he was walking off.
Well, you're not kidding. That's about the best news you could hope for, the way he was walking off. Well, Dobyns-Bennett at the 30, 1st and 10. Clock running with 4:14 to go here in the football game. Let's see. Stevens still in there at quarterback for the Tribe. Stevens, a hand up the middle to Carter. And Carter from the 30 moves it out to the 34-yard line.
Stop made by 31, Jake Duquette.
Carter hits it up inside there pretty hard. Nice little ball carrier. Coach Christian talked about early in the season, even in the preseason when we were doing some of the interviews, he really liked even the depth that he had at running back. A lot of kids that can tote the mail for him.
2nd and 6 for the Tribe. In motion there for the Indians is Brody Dunford. And there's a high snap over Stevens' head. Stevens way back there will just fall on it. All the way back at the 16-yard line. That's going to hurt the old rushing total for the Indians. That team rush of minus 18 yards.
Yeah, it's a tough break. And yet Stevens did the right thing. A lot of kids in those situations, wants to make up for it and try to pick it up. But you're always best to just fall on it and maintain possession than to lose possession in a situation like that.
So from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 22 for the Indians. Stevens has it and gives to Carter. Carter trying the right side, and he's back to the 24-yard pickup for Carter and bring up 4th down for the Indians.
Clock is creeping down under 2:30 now in the game.
Indians might have to punt for the first time here, Tiger.
I believe that is what we're about to see.
Tennessee High has scored again, and they're within 2 points of Crockett with 7:10 to go.
What a game.
They trailed 21-0 at halftime. In to punt for the Tribe will be Grayton Manning.
Johnny Fine, deep for the Trojans.
Johnny Fine.
And we're about to get a penalty.
Still trying to get personnel on the field, and I think Dobyns-Bennett may have to call timeout, or will they? Maybe not.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. Nope.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
And that will not make the coaches happy because that is still the first team punt unit out there. So I will say the young man that was late getting to the field will hear about it.
He'll be huffing and puffing come next week.
So Manning to punt from his 15 now. Boots it away. Another high, straight-up punt by Manning. And that is going to bounce at the 38 and roll forward across the 45 to the 49-yard line. So that will be a 34-yard punt by Manning.
50, first down and 10, Trojans.
Fortuitous bounce for the Tribe.
Clock is running with 45 seconds to go. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have words from Joey Christian. We'll also have our final stats. We'll have our award winners, our players of the game, a recap of this one, and I think now we can officially start to talk about it. Science Hill next week.
Yeah, I believe you're right. That's a big one. And the delay of game.
And that'll probably be it.
Delay of game. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
6.8 seconds to go, and now they'll wind that. And that's going to do it here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. So Dobyns-Bennett goes to 8-0 on the year. Improves to 5-0 in Region 1 6A play. Clinches a share of the conference title for a 50th time in their proud football history. Final score, Dobyns-Bennett 59, Morristown West 14. And see what, we're going to keep it here. Maybe have some words from Coach Christian quickly. Go ahead, Todd.
I got Phil Varlington right here real quick. Phil, tonight helped you all secure at least a share of the Region 1 championship.
Well, it feels good. That's what we do. Every interview, everything I say, that's what we do. It makes me happy.
you know, this game could have been a kind of a trap game after a big win against Farragut. Now we can talk about it. We've got Science Hill, Johnson City next week, but you all really came out real physical tonight.
Yes, sir. I mean, you know, after a big win against Farragut, you know, we got to come out here and, you know, show that we're still there after a big win.
I'll tell you what, are you looking forward to next week?
Oh, yeah. I like them boys.
Well, go and celebrate with your team. Appreciate it. We'll grab Joey right here. I think he's out here while the team is celebrating with the band. And Coach, that's all right. You can talk to him. Yeah, we're here. We're live. Well, I'll let you conduct this interview. Now, remember, I got an assistant AD here and a head coach here. Am I going to win this battle? Coach, I tell you what, congratulations on a big win. And I know the job's not complete, but a share of the Region 1 title.
Well, you know, like I said before the game, that's certainly always our first goal that we put down. We want to be region champs, and it's good to have that. You know, good bunch of kids that play hard. They deserve it.
You know, Coach, the schedule's what it is, and we knew what kind of football team Farragut was, and had a great game there. And you know, we really don't talk about it, but this game could have easily set up as a trap game for you. It's fall break. It's just a lot of things in this game. But your team really came out and responded tonight.
Yeah, proud of our guys. The way that we were able to do that, the way we were able to handle our business there. You know, that's the challenge that we had put down for them, and you know, proud of our guys the way we played, the way we were even starting so fast and did things we needed to do to win. So congratulations to all of our guys and coaches.
Coach, again, your front guys up front, I mean, they really controlled this football game early.
I thought, yeah, you know, I thought we were the most physical team, offensive line-wise, but I thought defensive line as well. On that side of the ball, you know, man, it was tough going for them at first. But, yeah, you know, so we want to start fast, we want to be physical. I thought we were able to do that.
You talk about how good your defensive front played. And Steve can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were in the minus yards of rushing going in after the first half.
Yeah, I can believe that. You know, we were able to, a couple times when they did throw, you know, we were able to get some pressure on that, but we were really able to hold Delaney in check, and we knew we would have to do that to be successful tonight. So, you know, proud of the way our guys was able to do that. But we had to win.
You know, also to win, Coach, I tell you, kind of a weird series there at the end of the first half, but your team just kept scrounging around and then they get some points there.
It might have been the ugliest 2 minute in the history. We had 3 holding calls on. I had one on the screen, I swear. I looked at it at halftime. But yeah, to come out of that, you know, with 3 points, that was big. That says a lot, you know, but you know, it kind of says a lot about the way we practice, the way we do things every day that, you know, I don't think 2 minute bothers our guys a whole lot.
You know, and you got some second string guys, they got to get in a big touchdown for those guys.
Oh gosh, I thought our twos came out and played hard defensively and offensively. You know, now we didn't squeeze some blocks, some down blocks, you know, on defense. And didn't come up and support the run like we needed to, but I thought there's a lot of good things that I saw there. And offensively, you know, Joey Carter comes in and really ran the ball hard and did good. Ashawn Graves, dang near almost scored right there. So, yeah, it's good to see those guys in there and get some good looks. Good to get Ethan Stevens on the in the books with the rushing touchdown there as well.
Yeah, good fake by him and getting in the end zone. Well, okay, now we can talk about it. Johnson City week.
Yeah, we can talk about it now. Yeah, it's we know what gosh, everybody knows. You throw the records out. I know they're open tonight. You know, while we're out here towing along, they're probably had a good night over in Johnson City. You know, resting, but it is what it is. We gotta just we need to get Trent Cody back first, and we need to have a great week of practice and see. You know, we've seen him on film a lot, but it'd be a big challenge for us.
You know, we saw Booker go down talking about being hurt. looked like I know you haven't really had a chance to check him and everything else, but it looked like maybe pretty good. Hopefully get a good report out of him after tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know, Dr. Pat Riggins and Greg Cross and Morgan, those guys were looking at him, everything. They'll get it diagnosed, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we got to have Fonzo, because we're gonna have to stop a run next week, and we need to get after the Diamond kid, the quarterback too. So we'll have to have Fonzo next week.
Coach, it says a lot about your team. We were talking about Morristown West, and a young team getting better and everything else. Yeah. But the caliber where you're all at right now, this is what you all needed to do tonight.
Well, we did. We needed to come out and play hard and do what we needed to do, take care of ourselves, and rest our guys there in the second half, and then just be able to get the young guys in. I doubt they'll have another chance, so get them in there tonight, and then, like you said, we can start turning an eye towards Johnson City now.
Yeah, this is about the time you start thinking about that schedule you made, right? A couple years ago.
Yeah, this is, got saddled with it there in game week 11, but we look forward to it. It's going to be a great 2 weeks for the Indians. So that's what you want to do. You want to pull out that measuring tape, see how you measure up against everybody, and certainly I know we got to see how you measure up against Johnson City first.
Well, Coach, I know also you want to go enjoy this win, celebrate with the team, because I know how you guys are. It ain't going to be too much longer that you'll be starting on the next game.
It'll be first thing in the morning, so you get to enjoy it about 12 hours or so, and then just click over and go at it tomorrow. That's just the world of the coach, but we want the kids to enjoy it for 2 or 3 days, though.
Well, you go enjoy it. Congratulations, and look forward to seeing you Wednesday night.
No, I can't wait. I can't wait to be at some East Coast wings. You come down and get some good wings and chips and lava blue cheese. That's my thing,
Lava blue cheese. Yeah, I see you sitting over there at lava blue cheese. Congratulations, Coach. Roll Tribe.
Thank you, Todd. Roll Tribe.
And there you go, guys. I tell you what, it's a big win for Dobyns-Bennett tonight. We knew that we were kind of was over. We knew Morristown West was overmatched tonight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way that the game's going to go. It was a trap game, guys. I mean, we kind of stayed away from that, but you got Farragut, a top 10 team in the state that was looking to establish their dominance in this Region 1. Dobyns-Bennett went down there, took care of them. You got your biggest rival. You got Johnson City coming in, or you're going there next week, and this is one of those games that just could have set up, that could have been disastrous. We talked about it. We're 4 minutes in this game, and there was no question that this game was heading the way it headed.
I just got one more question for you, Todd. Did you get used of the hand warmer that you're wearing in there now?
Yes, that is very good. Now, holding one mic, I only get to put one hand in the mic. So I was asked if I was ready to go back in for quarterback, and I said, no, that's a golf one. There's a little different. But no, I will tell you that it wasn't a bad night, but compared to where it has been, the temperature has definitely fell since the kickoff of this football game.
Yeah, it's a little brisk, no doubt about it.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and we'll go over the final stats and give you a quick recap of the game, and also we'll name our players of the game as well. So lots more coming here on the post-game show. Stick around for that. We're back in 2 minutes on ESPN Tri-Cities.
Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities. Thank you for watching Dobyns-Bennett football on the Dobyns-Bennett live stream with audio courtesy of ESPN Tri-Cities.
Fred Johnson Stadium. Dobyns-Bennett wins at 59-13 for the Tribe. It was just a phenomenal first quarter. 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, 3 by Armitage and 1 by Tesner. So 4 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter for the Indians. Armitage scored from 20 yards, 19 yards, and 4 yards. And Tesner took it 1 play and 48 yards. It was 28-0 Indians. Indians continued scoring, made it 35-0. Whitson, a 1-yard touchdown run by Jackson Martin, made it 35-0. It was 42-0 when Whitson found Jonathan Gillespie for a touchdown run. Then Morristown West got a completion from Dylan Cribley to Dylan Long for 15 yards, and then Cribley took it 39 yards for a touchdown. It was 42-7. Dobyns-Bennett working the 2-minute offense, as Joey mentioned, Coach Christian mentioned, overcoming 3 holding penalties in the final minutes of the first half to kick a 32-yard field goal. And that was Will New who knocked it through there, made it 45-7 at halftime. Dobyns-Bennett in the second half, the 1 stayed in there for 1 series and marched it down the field. Armitage scored from 20 yards out to make it 52-7. And then Morristown West, working against the Tribe second team as well, marched it on down the field and got a touchdown run from Hildebrand of 7 yards. Hildebrand carried it 3 times in the drive. And that came after Dobyns-Bennett had gone up 59-7 on a quarterback keeper by senior Ethan Stevens. And it sounded like that I had that correctly pegged. It was his first career touchdown for the Indians. And according to Coach Christian, that made it 59-7. And then Morristown West went to work with Hildebrand and company to make the final score 59-14. Let's go over some numbers for you. Best I have them. First of all, for Morristown West, 6 first downs, 19 rushes for 71 yards. There were 3 out of 15 passing for 20 yards for 91 yards total offense. Both of their touchdown drives were penalty aided. There were significant 15-yard penalties marked off on the Indians that allowed Morristown West, one in particular, to continue the drive that enabled them to score their first touchdown. For Dobyns-Bennett, I have 24 first downs, select 7 credit union first downs for the Indians. I have 33 rushes for 273 yards. Passing, Whitson was 13 out of 21 for 203 yards. It's his first 200-yard passing night of the year, and I know talking to Coach Sanders this week, he said he felt like that if Morristown West could keep Whitson under 200 yards passing, they had a good chance to win, and that would be in their favor. And I was like, he hadn't thrown for 200 all year, and we're 7-0.
Yeah.
Went for 200 tonight, first time all year. So anyway, go figure, right? But no interceptions, another turnover-free night for the Indians, 476 total yards. Penalties continue to be a problem for the Indians. I have 11 penalties for 112 yards, 4 for 30 for Morristown West. Morristown West fumbled twice, lost them both. Indians punted once for 35 yards. Morristown West, 3 punts for a 31.2 yard average. Some individual numbers for you. Hunter Delaney, the outstanding running back for Morristown West, that came in with over 900 yards on the ground. 903, I believe, finishes with 13 carries and 10 yards. Cribley had 1 carry for 39 yards. Hildebrand, 3 for 22 in the game. Cribley was 2 out of 13 passing for 18 yards. Noah Trapuka was 1 out of 2 for 2 yards. For Dobyns-Bennett, we mentioned Whitson, 13 out of 21. Rushing, I had Armitage, 12 carries, 98 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Tyler Tesner, 7 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Whitson, 6 for 33. Jackson Martin, 1 for 1 and a touchdown. Ethan Stevens, 1 for 1 and a touchdown. Joey Carter, 4 for 41. Ashawn Graves, 1 for 8 and a near touchdown. And receiving, Gage Hensley had 3 catches. Tyler Tesner had 3 catches. Gillespie had 2 catches for 63 yards. Braden Marshall had 2 for 16. Shear 2 for 7. And Alex Kitzmiller, 1 for 44. So those are the very, very unofficial final statistics here tonight from the Indians' 59-14 win over Morristown West. Indians, by the way, next week, we'll talk about it in a minute. We've got to name our players of the game, first of all. Let's go for the offensive player of the game to begin with, and that was Chris Jenkins Insurance Group, offensive player of the game. Chris Jenkins Insurance Group, part of the Erie Insurance Network down on Center Street in downtown Kingsport. Go by and see Chris Jenkins for all of your insurance need. A great supporter of Dobyns-Bennett Sports, a great supporter of Dobyns-Bennett Indian Sports on ESPN Tri-Cities, and a great supporter himself of TriCitySports.com. Appreciate Chris Jenkins very, very much. And tonight, the Chris Jenkins Offensive Player of the Game. Going to go lineman this week, Tiger. You got a quarterback that threw for over 200, 2 running backs right at 100 or better. And off the heels of a phenomenal game last week, Caden McNabb does it again, our fantastic right tackle.
He is. He's fantastic. You could give an honorable mention to just about any of the linemen. Caden, we're just going to single out tonight because he put together 2 really good games. And, you know, there's a reason that Whitson can throw over 200 yards. There's a reason that you got 2 backs running for over 100 yards each. And that's because of the line continuing to play at a very high level. And tonight we're just going to single out Caden McNabb and give him the offensive player of the game. Todd?
Well, I think Coach Joey Christian said it the best, that we had to come out and be physical tonight. We had to start that way. He felt like we were the most physical team, and that starts with your offensive line, and it showed early.
Yeah, no question. Turn now the defense, the TriCitySports.com, Freeman Productions, Indian Springs Baptist Church, Defensive Player of the Week, TriCitySports.com, your source for local sports. Freeman Production, great job setting us up here each and every week. And, of course, great job on all sound events for events across the area. We hope you get back doing that soon, Todd. I know it's nobody's been hurt worse by COVID than that kind of industry.
The production industry has been took a hit for sure. So, but I appreciate that. But, look, we enjoy what we do.
And, of course, Indian Springs Baptist Church, and my friend Tiger Brooks here, and Pat Finley, lead pastor at Indian Springs Baptist Church. Great folks out there. And if you're looking for a church home, certainly there's a place for you.
Come see us.
There's a place for you there, no question.
Well, I will say this. Pat, Tiger, Evan, Kevin, they've at least kept me busy this summer.
Yeah, they have, haven't they? Yep, no doubt about it.
We do what we can. But we digress. The defensive player of the game.
We're going to go with Fonzo Booker. I just thought defensively there in the middle. I mean, every time that Cribley went back to pass, Booker was pushing the pocket back. He had 2 or 3 tackles for loss. His numbers may not pop off the stat sheet when you look at them, the final numbers that are developed for him, but I just felt like there in the middle. I mean, that's where they were trying to run Delaney a lot of times, and Booker was there clogging it, whether he made the tackle or not. And, you know, for a defensive tackle, that's what you're supposed to do sometimes. You may not make the tackle, but the fact you occupy blockers allows a lot of other people to get there, and nobody did that better tonight than Fonzo Booker.
You're exactly right, and you want to be a disruptor, and you have to account for Fonzo on that line of scrimmage, and that's why we hope and pray that this shoulder situation, being day to day, is going to be very few days, and that we're going to need him here on out, honestly. And you know, there's lots of good play out there. Jackson Martin seems like week in, week out. Whitley week in and week out. But tonight we just want to honor Fonzo, and he did a great job out there and disrupting the Trojans, and we hope and pray that he's going to be all right.
Yeah, it was. I get to see some things that really can't talk about, and I'm very optimistic about his injury for an injury. Great medical staff. We've talked about time and time again. We're fortunate enough, the volunteers of Riggins and Tom Rogers and Kevin, everybody, Pat Riggins. Just the guys down there. But they were very optimistic about. They went through it. Of course, you'll have to check some tomorrow and all that. But he is very, very, very important to this football team. And like you said, sometimes it's not about how many tackles you got. It's not about that. It's about controlling the line of scrimmage. And he definitely showed again tonight how he can do that. Doesn't matter if he lines up to a guy that's 185 pounds and athletic or 320 pounds and just big. It just seems like he knows how to control that line of scrimmage, and a great job by him again tonight.
Turn now to our Appalachian Orthopedic offensive player of the game, Appalachian Orthopedic player of the game, and who knows, Fonzo may need to go see them this week, and if so, he's in good shape. But the player of the game tonight, we're going to go with running back and linebacker, Philip Armitage. We know I had him with 98 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns, 3 in the first quarter, and also the linebacker spot that he plays, a number of tackles, especially early. Really set the tone early, had a couple tackles for loss, and so congratulations to Philip Armitage. It's good to see him back at 100%, considering the hamstring that he struggled with there for a few weeks to begin the season.
Yeah, and really he hasn't shown any signs of that kind of nagging him through the middle part and into the latter part of the season. And it's good to have those guys kind of hitting on all cylinders as we head into the meat of this season. I mean, from here on out, it is uphill, and no pun intended. But had a great game tonight, and both he and Tesner had a great game and well deserved.
Yep, so I got the mic on. With him as well, and Steve, you hit on it. I mean, he had the hamstring injury early in the season, and that's one of them injuries that could just nag you the rest of the season. And the only way sometimes is just to take care of his rest. And it really seems like he is absolutely full speed, and just the motor he has on it. And we saw early in this season what the load that Tesner had to take on for Armitage being out, and really because of the linebacker position, probably Tesner is your number one. But like tonight, you saw big run, swap out, big run, they swapped out, and he toted the mail, as Tiger likes to say, very well tonight, and had some huge runs and just was all over the place at the outside linebacker position. So great job by him, and you can tell he's if the Johnson City game was tomorrow, he'd be ready to play it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'd be ready to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're always ready for that one.
Indeed. Looking forward to this annual Science Hill Dobyns-Bennett matchup next week over at Kermit-Tipton Stadium. Kickoff is 7:30. We'll have it for you on ESPN Tri-Cities. Joey Christian pregame report at 6:30. And those of you still watching with us on live stream, certainly enjoyed having you with us tonight. Great job. And we had Indian fans from literally all over the world watching and listening. And, if you're local, you want to come by and join us, we'd love to have you Wednesday night at East Coast Wings. We'll be there at 7 o'clock to talk with Coach Joey Christian a little bit about this game, but we're going to spend a lot of time Wednesday talking about Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill. Don't forget, right here Thursday night on ESPN Tri-Cities. Todd, what time are they kicking off Thursday night? Is it 7:30?
No, it's actually an early kickoff.
Oh, is it?
It's I got from athletic director Clint Bingham the other week, because of the lack of JV.
Yeah.
They're going to play the varsity game first, so you got to make sure you tune in. And here I am trying to go as fast as I can to find that text message.
While you're doing that, I just want to say this. We don't want to leave here tonight without saying, one of the things that needs to be cleaned up is the penalties. The issues that we've had the last several games have been covered over by the fact that we've blown some folks out.
Right.
But moving into this latter part of the season, into the playoffs, we've got to clean some things up. I mean, I know that there's we think maybe, there's a couple calls out there that really weren't, that were called. I get that. That happens all the time. But we've got to play cleaner football moving out if we want to advance into the playoffs this season.
6 o'clock is the varsity kickoff time.
6 o'clock.
JV after the varsity game.
Okay, so we'll be going on 5 or 10 minutes, something like that.
Something like that. So.
All right, good deal. And that works great for me, and I'll tell you why when we get done. Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill, we're going to talk about a lot about that game Wednesday night at East Coast Wings. Robinson's-Veer annual city championship game. Some of these folks that you hear us talk about and call out here on Friday nights now, we called them playing in that Robinson's-Veer game. I can remember it very specifically. And so a chance to get out and see the future Indians, and it's always great to see after the game where they kind of come together and become part of that one tribe philosophy right after that football game. So next Friday night, a chance to win at Science Hill, which is always big. Also secure the outright Big East Conference Championship and the number 1 seed out of Region 1 6A going into the playoffs. So there's a lot on the line next week for Dobyns-Bennett football when we go visit Coach Stacy Carter and those Toppers. Following, when we exit here, Scott Stevens will have their final scoreboard, and there are some dandy games that have been out there tonight. None finer than the one at the Stone Castle where Tennessee High trailed 21-0 at halftime, came back and kicked a field goal with a minute and a half to go ahead 22-21, only to see Crockett respond with a game-ending field goal to win at 24-22. I can't wait to read about that one in Tri-City Sports tomorrow morning. So, great times here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We had a great time tonight. Todd, you've been here all day. Okay?
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your
you
technical
all.
expertise. Appreciate all the great folks at Dobyns-Bennett High School making this live stream possible and asking us to join in here tonight. We had a great time. All those listening on ESPN Tri-Cities, appreciate you as well. We'll be back with you next Friday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night of next week. You'll get a heavy dose of myself and Todd Freeman next week. Final score here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Dobyns-Bennett wins at 59-14 over Morristown West. For Todd, for Tiger, for Scott Stevens back at the studio, we say so long, good night, and thank you for listening to Dobyns-Bennett Indian Football on your home for all Dobyns-Bennett sports since 1942. That is ESPN Tri-Cities. Good night. Roll Tribe, everyone.